Okay, hi tubers, welcome in. It's too many buttons. I'm gonna need that stream deck as soon as possible. Good grief, I need that stream deck. Press one button and we can make it all go at the same time. This is a lot. Okay, all right. Oh, and I'm so sorry, Birdman. I forgot to ask you a question. How old are you for TikTok purposes?
I'm 29.
29. Okay, all right. Okay, cool. So, you were saying, go ahead, continue on.
Yeah, so basically what Trump has done is even if the Democrats or liberals get into power right now, the damage that he's done, like the domino effect has already started. So he's basically destroyed the world financial system by ripping up all these alliances and causing the dollar to collapse. And plus the tariffs, they just got overturned today, but the prices of insurance and all these goods will go up to untenable levels. And so basically what is happening is there's going to be revolts and people fighting back, and hopefully that leads to, I mean, for example,
People fighting back on
Mamdani,
what?
so a socialist just got elected to the
As
mayor of New York
mayor.
City.
Yeah. What power does he have as
So,
mayor of New York City to affect national change?
oh, so you're saying left-wingers getting into power is actually bad
I didn't say
because
it was
they're not going to
bad.
do
I don't know
anything?
how you got that, but he's the mayor. Like, I think you have to
Yeah,
realize what
well,
it is that you're saying. You're
10
putting
years
too
ago,
much
no, so
stock. And also, another thing is that you have to realize the difference between the type of socialism. So, I think that's what we might want to establish first. Like, what type of socialism is it that you're looking for? Hey, Liv. Thank you, friend. Drop some hearts in the chat for Liv, y'all. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
well, I'm an anarchist, so I'm an anarcho-communist.
A narco. Oh, okay. All right. So you just want to see this all like just collapse and then it'll be rebuilt to what it is that you think that it should be. So like a system where we don't have any government. We don't
Yeah.
have. Oh, okay. You know that's not feasible, right? It's ideal. It's good. It's fun. I get what you're saying, but it's not feasible.
Well, we're gonna see because, like I said, the dominoes are already toppling. So we're gonna have to figure out. We're gonna have to unionize. We're gonna have to do
We're
something,
gonna have to
organize,
unionize.
or there's no other option at this point because the
That's
the collapse,
crazy.
the bubble has been burst. The
Mm,
bubble has been burst. So this is already over.
yeah,
So
and
we only
actually,
have
the bubble hasn't
we only
burst
got a
yet.
few options here.
The bubble hasn't
We've only
burst
got a
yet.
few options.
I know you keep saying that. You keep saying that. But here's the thing. I'm not a commie. I'm not a commie at all. I actually believe in something a little bit different. I believe in social democracy where we have highly regulated capitalism. So like we tax the corporations and people actually pay their fair share in taxes. Sort of similar to like the Nordic system. Its original intent. So that's what I think of. But the guy all the way at the top, that's a commie right there. That's Liv. That's my friend.
Yeah. So I'm from
One
a
moment, one
social
moment, one moment.
democracy.
What? Don't interrupt. Shh. One moment, Bird. I promise. Lord Jesus, let me send this man a request to unmute. I
Hello?
swear to God. You know what? There you go.
Give me 1 second.
Okay, you still at school. Okay, Carrie, I'll be with you in just a moment. Okay. Okay. All right.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
Erica!
Liv. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Liv. We have a commie on the panel. A stinky, filthy commie. Baba, please be quiet.
Oh, I mean, they're kind of base.
They are. He's an anno-communist though. Like he wants to like get rid of this entire system. He wants to see it burn down. He's an accelerationist. He wants to see it burn down. He thinks that that's what Trump is actually doing, and in Trump doing so, he thinks that we're going to come back better than ever on basically a communist system where we have no class, no state, and no money. So basically, that barter system and everybody working, I guess, at their skill level to contribute to the society.
I mean, I wouldn't even be against that, but it's not just what's happening.
It's
We still
not.
have to deal with capitalism.
Exactly. And the reason why I say that it's not Bird is because of the simple fact that, like you said, the tariffs got struck down today, right? All right. And the thing that Donald Trump now wants to do is he wants to use other basically like provisions, authorities that he has as the president to implement those tariffs. And one of those is actually, I believe it's called the Section 122 tariff. And that's an economic one that can actually address what is it called? U.S. trade deficits or something like that. I got to make sure that I get it right because I don't want to tell you anything wrong. You know what I mean? All right. So basically, it can address. Let's see. It says serious balance of payments deficits. So what that basically means is that the company, not company, because he does think this is a company, but the country is actually spending more money on imports than it actually is receiving. So it's spending more than it's receiving. And one of the things that actually fixes when you implement that type of tariff section 122 is it actually helps appreciate the value of a dollar. So if you want Trump to depreciate the value of a dollar, he's going to be doing the opposite if he uses section 122 tariffs.
So yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting the Supreme Court to side against the tariffs, but
why not?
Because I thought they were bought and sold by the Republican Party.
Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. But nope, they proved us wrong, didn't they?
Yep, they sure did.
All right, let me griff for just a second. Thank you guys for the love. You guys are awesome. Keep doing all of the good things. Hey, I see you all keep saying you like this hat. I also have one in red. I was the first to have it, so there's that. All right, this hat, all right, this is shout out to my friend, all right, my partner in crime, Hector Talks with 2 R's. Hector Talks with 2 R's, all right? Support Black-owned businesses, especially the small ones, all right? Hector Talks is who made this one, all right? All right, check out his profile, all right, for more information. Hector Talks over here on the Tiki Talks, okay? I do all of the good things, okay? But today I am supporting my friend, all right? And likely I'll be supporting my other friend, Live to Be Great, wearing some of his merch. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, they surprised the hell out of us, didn't they, Bird?
Yeah, no, I was not expecting that.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I totally thought they were going to let the tariffs go through and basically, you know, we be taking on all of that cost and we continue to see basically the market go up and down. But now we're kind of sort of more so in a tizzy. But in order to do what it is that he wants to accomplish, all right, which is basically impose these tariffs to, because if it's, okay, this is why this is contradictory. Okay, because Donald Trump, whether coincidentally or on purpose, all right, his mission, you know, it has been basically devaluing the dollar, bringing down the value of our currency. And he's doing that in order to bring back manufacturing to the United States of America. He's not doing that great of a job since we've been losing manufacturing here. Over 70,000 manufacturing jobs lost within the last year. And we also have a push towards automation, which Sam Altman pretty much confirmed for us a few days ago. But with that being said, he can't have it both ways. He can't implement the tariffs that are going to actually, that's going to be to address an economic deficit that the United States supposedly has, which would then appreciate the value of the dollar, so bring up the value. When if his goal is to actually devalue it, and then, listen guys, hold on one moment, I'm so sorry. Chat, I'm gonna just, I don't feel like being bothered with the chat today. So I don't think that Donald Trump is gonna accomplish the things that you're looking for him to accomplish. He's not here to destroy the system. He's only here to empower it.
Well, I think that he's not, you know, I don't think he's like some Manchurian candidate that's like actually gonna intentionally do it. I don't think that there's a plan. Like I hear a lot of people that are like, oh, well, there has to be some reason why he's doing this. I don't think that there is. I think that it's just pure maniacal ego. He wants to run the country like a mafia boss Don or something, and it's just not working. So I don't think that there's any grand plan. But can I explain to you social democracy really quick, and then I'll let someone else come up?
So I live in a social democracy.
No, I want to radicalize you into socialism really quick. So I live in a social democracy.
Is. Do you want to talk about democratic socialism?
No, I know you know what it is. You're actually much more informed than the average person. I appreciate you actually knowing these terminologies. It's a wonderful breath of fresh air that you actually know what you're talking about. But so I live in Holland, or I'm a dual citizen, and we have a social democracy there.
Yeah.
And basically, what the elites do is they
Wait a minute.
try
You're
and
not even stateside.
no, I'm an American. I'm an American.
Oh,
and
okay.
Dutch.
Did you vote in 2024?
dual
Did you
citizenship.
use that? You did that?
Yeah, I voted for Trump.
Ugh. Okay, go on.
But in Holland, we have a social democracy, and basically what the elites do, what the capitalists do, is they try to find any way possible to get around these taxes, these regulations. They take their businesses to Switzerland. They do fraud. They basically, what I'm trying to say is there's not enough profit in the world to go to them and the working class at the same time. And so, like, for example, our healthcare system is really becoming strapped for cash. It's going to go under in 10, 20 years because they have siphoned through these loopholes and things because they have all the power and all the resources. They're siphoning all the profit away from these, much needed social reform programs. And so I was a social democrat until I was witnessing what they were doing. There's no reforming them. They're evil, right? And they will gladly let people unalive, horrific deaths of, or sorry, horrific, you know
You
what,
can say the words. It's okay.
to make a few extra dollars, to have 150 billion instead of 149 billion. And so we are witnessing that right now. Our programs are going down in quality because they are corrupt and they are trying to get around it. And so that's why I'm no longer a social democrat.
Mom, Donnie. You know what? I actually don't blame you. I don't think that any system is perfect. I don't think that any system is perfect. I just think of the systems in which there will be a better benefit to the people. I know that social democracy isn't foolproof simply because of the fact of it still involves capitalism. It's just supposedly heavily regulated, right? They put all these rules, they put these restrictions, and then they also put this high tax burden on them. Yet at the same time, I don't see how democratic socialism could actually work, because we've seen that in countries like Venezuela, in Iran in the 50s, where they tried to, basically own the means of their own production, so nationalize their commodities, their resources, and what ended up happening is the big ugly head of capitalism, aka imperialism, came in and basically destroyed it and put it in it, like stopped it in its tracks. So it's like, how do we get a system that actually works? How do we go about getting that?
Do I have a loud background?
You have an extremely loud background.
Well, that's where my collapse everything.
Collapse everything.
That's
but
where my collapse everything. We need to weaken.
You get a lot of collateral damage with
Okay, so but here becomes the part.
Go ahead,
but here becomes the part. The United States is the last global superpower, right? And like literally, like every other country has fallen. Soviet Union has fallen. China is not what it was. They went to more economic warfare than military might. They don't influence culture. They don't influence society. The United States, we influence countries just by dropping the McDonald's where they are, right? And so here becomes the question, is that if Donald Trump is isolating, and I think we can meet here, that he's destabilizing the last global superpower. The question we have to ask ourselves is, how many people are you willing, have you calculated on losing their lives? That's my question. How many people, look, when you made that vote, when you cast that ballot for Donald Trump, how many people, like, you okay with losing how many? That's what I want to know. Like, how many people?
Well, I mean, if you would continue the current system, how many people are unalive because they can't
No,
afford
I'm asking you specifically. I'm asking you specifically. When you cast that ballot, how many people did you think? Listen, the problem that I have with communism in general, this is why I'm a socialist, right? The problem I have is that without revolution, communism can never exist.
Exactly.
Okay, so if you understand that if you claim to be a communist, right? If you've read any of the literary works of communism, which I know you have, I can tell by the way you talk, how many people are you willing to lose?
So I'm not a Marxist. I'm an anarchist, which is a pacifist.
Yes, and that's even worse because because when you collapse government, it costs people their lives. They lose infrastructure, access to food, healthcare, housing, education, so on and so forth. How many people are you willing to lose with these views? When you cast that ballot, those lives matter. And the problem that I have is that I'm Black in America. And that the people that always get disproportionately harmed with any form of massive change in any society that is dictated by white supremacy disproportionately affects us. So how many people are you willing to lose?
I mean, I think what will happen is we'll collapse, and then people will come together, and then we'll fix it.
I know. I'm talking about the collapse. I'm specifically talking about the collapse. In that collapse, you are going to lose people. How many people are you willing to lose?
You had to put a number on it. Oh, zero?
Zero.
That's not realistic. You know that, right?
I think people are unaliving today because they can't afford basic services.
Listen, that's a cop-out. Listen, and I'm gonna dismantle. You got it after this. 1 second, bro. Because I'm gonna go back in here. I gotta go back in here. But listen. At the end of the day, right? You can say zero, but you're not a communist if you say zero. The communists I know, the true communists that I know, that I actually look up to, know that revolution is going to cost lives.
Exactly.
They don't live in this idea that people are going to come together. People are not going to come together because the people that we're discussing are MAGA Republicans. They're racist. They're white supremacists and neo-Nazis. You cannot ask me as a Black man or Erica as a Black woman to come together with the people that will want to see us swinging from trees.
Oh, no, we don't have to. Yeah, we don't. We can allow them to live in their farms and do manual labor or whatever they want. We do not.
And so now you're asking for Black people to do what? Wait, no. Now you're asking for Black people. Wait a minute. Now you're asking Black people to enslave white people.
No,
okay.
I'm saying,
all right, I'm cool. Erica,
conservatives can go live in the woods where they live right now.
That's not how any of this works. No.
We don't need them.
I didn't hear enslave. I heard separatism in between basically like the classes or basically in regards to ideology. So separatism in that instance. Yeah, that's not how any of it works though. That's why I would say what it is that you want is extremely ideological. I do understand that you don't know until it actually happens. So and anything is possible per se, but at the same time, I just can't get jiggy with it because lives will be lost. And there's been a lot of talk about this lately, but again, liberation does not come like revolution. Okay, is deadly. It is bloody. All right, it costs a lot. There will be casualties of this. All right. And unless you are ready to lose your life or have the lives of the ones that you love lost, you're not ready for this. You want to sit on the sidelines and watch it happen. It's just not how any of this works. So you do have to have some questions that you're going to have to take like a deep, hard look at to understand. Because everybody else can't do the work for you. And you can't expect Donald Trump to do the entire job for you either. Jeff,
well, I mean, I'm watching people in developing countries live in serf-like conditions, in shacks and doing hard manual labor for 14 hours a day. I'm watching citizens here not be able to afford their medication or food. I'm watching all of this horrific stuff happen, and then to say, well, if it collapses, horrific stuff will happen. I'm like, well, it's already happening. We can only go up from here.
Can I ask?
Sure, Hank. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Hi, Bert.
All right, but I'm going to drop down. Thanks for having me. I have to go.
You don't have to go. Hank had a question for you.
No, I'm sorry. I'm busy. My grandpa's calling me. It was nice talking to you.
Okay. Your grandpa. Tell grandpa we said hi. Hey, Hank, quick question. Did you come up here to basically counter what Birdman was saying?
No, this Birdman, he is living in my country because I'm from the Netherlands.
Oh, cool.
So my question was why he lived in my country, what his reason was.
Oh no, he lives in Holland. He has dual
Yeah,
citizenship, he said. And he
yeah, I'm
says that social democracy is going to collapse within about 15 to 20 years because you guys are running out of money.
mhm.
Is that
So
true?
we're doing pretty fine.
Doing pretty
Uh,
fine. Hmm.
Europe, it's a pretty good life. We have 30 different countries, 30 different histories, cultures, meanings, languages, and we can get along pretty well with each other.
Hmm.
Um, I think that's a big advantage. Makes you a little more living in harmony. And and when I look at the US, at the USA at this moment, for me it's one big pity, of course, because I'm 58. I saw the US also in different states, and now it's so pretty hard together, so divided between Republicans and Democrats. And I don't know what the solution is, of course, but it can be a solution, for example, to have a third party, because
Hmm.
I think the Republican Party, there's this middle, this soft side, and there's this, well, let's say more far right uh, share, and the same you see at the Democratic Party. And I can imagine that when there's a strong middle party, that lots of Democrats, let's say the soft Democrats and the soft um, Republicans,
Hmm.
will be, well, over 60% of all the people in America. And I think
Oh
that's a
joy.
better black or white, because you see what's happening, and it's a pity. I mean, yeah, and look what's going on now. And I don't support Trump. I did in the past, but not anymore.
What changed?
Mm. Uh, his narcissistic mentality. It's too much. He's not a diplomat. You see
Not at
what's
all.
happening. Oh, it's crazy. I mean, even my children think, well, are sounding more intelligent. And as you see what's happening now, for example, with Canada, with Mark Carney, you see a big difference in intelligence and the level of a second-hand car
So
salesman.
I do have a question. Because I really have a question. I want to continue this conversation with you. Let me just see here. Hi, Antonio. Are you a Trump supporter?
I am a Trump supporter.
You are a Trump supporter? Okay. And for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
41.
41? Okay. All right. Awesome. I'm going to be right with you after I finish with Hink, okay? All right. Thank
Sure.
you. Okay. So, Hink, my question for you is this, is right? Like, because you don't support Trump anymore, like, what was it that drew you to him in the first place?
I can explain. I'm an entrepreneur, so mostly I'm a little more to the right than to the left. What I saw in these days, and especially when the Biden administration was also a kind of lust, and what I didn't like in these days was this gender. Uh, Gender issues. To my opinion, when they started, but I think that's already before Biden administration. For example, with
Why do we care so much about other people's genitalia? Uh,
but
don't
it
care.
you
Mm-hmm.
see the open example of the Olympics in France. That's too much, you know. And
No.
this movement of Black Lives Matter. Of course, it was a very serious situation, but you make a difference so hard while, to be honest, uh, here we don't make these kind of differences. Of course, there's everywhere in the world there's racism, but here it's absolutely not this strong fanatic black or white situation. Absolutely not. And I think that was in the first place
What
the start.
population out there in Holland? What's your population of black people in Holland?
Mm, to be honest, I don't know the exact figures, but I think when you look at different cultures, so let's say Dutch and not Dutch, then in the big cities, Amsterdam, Rotterdam, it's about 50%. So pretty good divided, but we are also a country of lots of different people. And I think in Europe, because we already have these 30 different countries, and we know that France is here 400 kilometers from, and Italy is, so we already are used to live with different cultures and backgrounds. So it doesn't matter. And you see the good things of it. I mean, I had a brother. He was a can I say black guy because I'm 58 or dark guy.
You can say black guy. You can say black.
But when you say black in the Netherlands, it's already almost it sounds this racistic, but absolutely not because I'm not. But I had this brother. He's a black guy, and when you grow up with anybody, and it's also for him, of course, because color is for stuff. That's my opinion. Color is for us.
So, and I'm so sorry. What would be your? I can't tell by your profile picture. I can't see with my glasses. What would your race be? Can't see.
My Dutch, my race.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. What is my race? I'm Germanic.
Okay, you white.
Yeah, I'm white. Yeah.
Okay, you were in the States, they call you white. Okay, so here's the thing, because we know that racism, like race, all right, is basically categorized differently all across the globe. All right, like in South Africa, they have colored people. Thank you, Pedro. Hi, Mia Moore. Thank you, Pedro. Draw some hearts for Pedro for the Night Star. All right, so we know that is different. Again, best way to approach this. Okay, so we understand that it's different here, and it is actually a big issue here in the United States of America, because we have racism embedded within our institutions. Right here, like we deal with medical racism, educational racism, racism in the financial industry, where Black people are discriminated against, and we face disparities on different levels. I could list out a whole lot of stats for you, but that wouldn't necessarily do anything for the conversation, but get us bogged down. With that being said, it's simply different here, but then also we have a larger population and we have a different history. Did you all like in the Netherlands, did you all participate in the slave trade? Liv, can you handle this for just a moment? If not, Hector, can you come up?
Yeah, I can. I just step outside. So I have a question. You ever think that like you come from deplorable people? Like think about it. Like the Dutch did atrocities to Black people, and you have never made these things right. And
Oh, the
I
Dutch are
do
in
know
South
about
Africa.
yeah, like
May
and
I,
I'm not.
Liv, may I say something?
Yeah,
I'm
go
so
ahead.
sorry because I'm super transparent. I'm so sorry. I am dealing with this 12-year-old who, for some reason or another, is like literally bouncing off the walls, and I don't know why. So that's what I'm trying to deal with. So I'm not gonna kid you. I'm not focused right now. So my apologies, y'all. Thank you so much, Liv, and thank you, Hector, for being here too. Y'all got it.
What up, Hector? I'm just saying, like, heck, no, wait, we can't do the thing. That's me and Erica's thing.
Yeah,
But
it's different. I tried.
yeah, you did. I love it. I was almost gonna do it, but then I saw Erica's face, and she was like, "If you do that, the message I would have gotten."
Y'all are fine. I'm looking at Bubba.
Oh, okay. But no, like my whole thing is, Hank, like y'all did atrocities to Black folk, like absolute human atrocities, like between the cannibalism and the grape and the selling and buying of people, and then the systemic oppression of people in Holland today, right? The institutional, like just to sit up here and ignore, right? That in and of itself, like, is racism. My good brother Sala would say that the denial of racism is racism.
No, I don't think. Yeah, you can see it like that. I agree. It depends on the angle that you see it. But I think that, for example, wars, racism, it's not anymore from this time. Not in my country, I can tell you. It's not
Okay,
from this.
so explain this to me. Like, if I was to go put in the Google, which I already have, while you were talking, so you mean to tell me that I can't pull up a peer-reviewed study about how systemic oppression affects, specifically based on race, people of color in Holland?
Yeah, but I think it's an individual imagine. But
Okay,
you are
now that is victim blaming. That's doing the work of the Klan, right?
no, no, no,
Because you're saying that it's an individual thing, ignoring the fact of almost 400 and some odd years of oppression from the Dutch on
no,
black and brown people.
that's not how I mean it. That's the point. I mean that everybody, as long as can make a choice when it
No,
comes to
no. People can make a choice, right? But when society takes up an ideology of white supremacy and racism and puts that onto particular black and brown people, that choice is taken away from them. And for you to deny that, right, is the racism.
I'm not no, I'm is that racism exists. That you and me were going out for a drink. Yeah, I don't see your color when you're at the bar. I don't really.
Okay, now that is racist as well.
Right.
Because if you don't see color, you don't see the consequences of color, like the great Julian Bond once said. Now, look,
No,
everything
no,
that you're saying up here, even from the tokenization of your black friend, is racist.
no. It's not.
Really not helping yourself here, Bob.
Racist. What? Everything is racism?
Okay, listen,
What? Like
I'm
that's
articulating.
crazy.
Let me explain something really quickly, Hector, and I'm about to throw it to you because I'm
The
about to go back on
fatigue is
mute because
real, bro.
I don't, and I hear what you're saying, right? I hear what you're saying, Antonio. I hear what you're saying, and you haven't had an opportunity to speak. Welcome to the panel. Just for Erica's live and TikTok purposes, what's your age?
He did that already, Liv.
Oh, he did. Okay,
Yeah, he's
now,
good. He's a Trump supporter.
now, Antonio, what I want you to do is tell me what my argument in regards to Hank is.
I just don't understand how everything is racist
Hold on,
against racism in
I didn't ask
financial
you what you did.
sectors,
Pause.
medical.
Pause,
That's the
pause,
first thing you said.
pause. I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you what you thought. What I
Okay.
asked you is what was my argument towards Hank.
Well, you trying to say that because I guess he's denying it in your opinion, then that in itself is racism, which makes no sense. Like
Okay,
you can't tell him his perspective on life, and because he sees things a certain way, then he's automatically racist. Like what's the person to do? Like they're walking through life,
okay,
they're trying to feed their family just like you. He's got to get up and put his pants on just like you. So everything
okay.
thing he does in life is he's got to walk on eggshells and think, oh, is this racism? Or is this racism? How do you
Yeah.
I
get
don't
anything
know
done in life when
how
you're
the
walking
hell you
around
got
like
all
that?
of that from what was said, but okay.
I'm just
Yeah,
going by what
and
you're
then the
saying,
other
bro.
point is that either you or Hank, all y'all would have to do is just disprove the studies that I can pull up. Like, for example, right, the fact that brown and black people in Holland, right, are paid less than their white counterparts, or the fact that brown and black people that live in Holland, which I think they're like 90% white in general, right, right. Why are they less likely to have access to education? They have a shorter live mortality within Holland. Like, look, why do these disparities exist between white people and black people and brown people in Holland? Why do those exist?
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I was looking at prior to having the parent is that like in Holland, so like in the Netherlands, they have like this colorblind ideology or philosophy that they live by where we don't see color, but that actually causes more harm than it does good because, all right, you still have institutional racism there, so systemic racism in Holland that exists and persists there. All right, so you can't just ignore race. All right, it's there. You have to see that this person is there. They are black. You got to see that this person is Asian. You have to see that person. And then you have to also know and understand how that can impact them on their daily lives. It doesn't mean that every single day something bad is happening to them. It's just you being able to take notice and account for it, all right, to understand that they do exist and live a different reality than you do. They don't have the privilege that you have just because of the color of your skin. and how you present to the world.
But don't you think that the individual is stronger than the group? I mean, when, for example, we all are individuals, but as soon as a group of people has an opinion, lots of people are feeling safe and comfortable with the opinion of the group. I don't. I really don't. I'm more comfortable with my own matters, with my
What
own
about
opinion.
Liv said was an opinion?
Let me finish. I'll give you space. So
Whoa.
this is what I meant.
Okay. Hector is also a co-host here. And so I think he wants to nail down on a point here. If you're calling what Liv said an opinion, all right, then you'd have to prove that it is in fact, and it is fact because he can back it up with studies. So what was it that he said that was of an opinion?
Of Hector?
No, Liv. Hector's the one who asked you, what did Liv say that was an opinion?
I'm sorry. I think.
We're not tracking the conversation now.
Clearly.
Are you talking to me or not?
Talking
Okay.
to you, Hank. But you got it, Hector.
Let me help you out, Hank. You said you feel like the individual is stronger than the group, which is an asinine thing to say to begin with, but I digress. And that once a group starts to form an opinion, it starts to influence like the individual and how they feel about something if it differs. You were implying that the opinion can be wrong. And then you would then be, I would argue, implying that something Liv has stated was opinion-based. So I'm asking you, what of what Liv said for the last couple of minutes was an opinion?
Well, I think that the opinion of a group can be the right one, but that depends on the individual. When I
I
agree with a
feel
group,
like all of those words does not answer my very specific question. So I'm going to try asking this again. What about what Liv said specifically was just an opinion?
what exactly is the opinion?
We're not
You
we're
know
not
what?
getting anywhere with this. But thank you so much,
Yeah.
Hank, for coming up. All right, let's get back to America. Okay. Hey, Antonio. Hi. Hi. Antonio, you can come off of mute. I'll send you a request. There you go. Okay. So, Antonio, I'm going to do a quick mod announcement. Try to get this thing back on track. Been a little bit all over the place. Not feeling like myself. Gonna get this back together. Guys, listen here, all right? It is over 560 people here on the TikToks, all right? And we also have people over on the Tube, and we have people on the Facebook and the Twitch. Okay, I need everyone to do all of the good things, all right? If you're over on TikTok, make sure that you are tapping the screen, you are sharing the live, reposting. Let's go ahead and knock out these gift goals. We're working on the overreacts, I think those are. So let's go ahead and knock those out. We have 77 of those to go. Also, let me see here. Make sure that we get the likes up, okay? We've been on for almost an hour. We're only at 71,000 likes. I don't know if it's me or if it's you, but we all need to get on track here, okay? Let's do that. All right, tap that screen. Y'all get these likes up to 200,000 likes. I like stretch goals. You all know that. So do all of the good things, all right? And if you're over on the Tube, you're over on Twitch, over on the Facebook, by all means, make sure that you are liking the stream, that you are sharing, reposting if you can, and also that you are subscribing and following. Thank you all so very much for doing all of the good things. And if you'd like to support me, support the stream, links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle. Everything with Erica9@gmail.com. And if you're over on the Tube, you can send a super chat. And I just want to let you all know, thank you so very much, because everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted. And make sure that we're taking care of Liv and Hector while they are here and we're having these conversations. I do want to let you know, Antonio, you will be talking to one person at a time. All right, we don't like to do the over talking or anything of that nature. So let's just engage in the conversation and go from there. All right. So Antonio, I sent you a request to unmute and you never did. Are you still there? Antonio going once. Oh,
I'm
did I
here,
just mute
but
you? Oh,
I
there
don't
you
know
go.
if it's my signal or your signal. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. Okay. So
Can you hear
Antonio,
me?
I can hear you.
I don't know if my signal is bad. I'm on Wi-Fi. I don't know why the signal is bad.
Do you want to drop and come back?
Oh, okay. 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear now? Are you good? Okay, fantastic. Whew, Lord Jesus, be a fence. Let's see what happens here. I feel like hitting a restart. It's so weird. What is this? Prince, are you a Trump supporter?
I'm actually I don't just support either party. I'm just here, just to, I'm not very educated whatsoever, and like I don't even understand a lot of the big words that you're using. And I'm just trying to be honest. I'm not trying to act like I know what I'm talking about, but I just wanted to be here like for unbiased, uneducated, perspective or view from what I hear. You know what I mean? I also wanted to get
Hold on, don't have to continue on. It's okay. What I'm gonna do is I am gonna drop you down to the comments, all right, and just hang out in the chat and listen in, all right. Take notes and listen in, okay? I appreciate you, love. Thank you so very much for being here. All right, welcome back, Antonio. All right, why are you still supporting Trump?
You said, why do I support Trump?
Why are you still supporting Trump?
Hello?
Hector, do you want to ask a question? Maybe he'll hear you.
Antonio, do you hear the words coming out of my mouth?
You talking to me?
Nigga, what are we doing?
Eric, I'm gonna mute up because I'm feeling like choosing violence.
I feel like choosing violence today too. This shit has just been super weird, these people. I swear to God. What the fuck are we doing here? Liv, do you want to try?
Yes, I do. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Antonio, why are you still supporting Trump?
Can y'all hear me?
You can hear Liv, I swear to God.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes, Nick, goddamn, yes. Jesus Christ, bro.
Hey, Antonio, I got a question for you.
I think I support him.
Hey.
I think he's a good president. I think he does a great job.
Okay. Quick question for you. Missionary or doggy style?
Oh my
Like
God.
when Trump bid you over.
Is everyone just choosing violence today?
I'm not even going to dignify that with an answer.
Everyone is choosing violence today.
Oh, so you heard it? Oh, so you heard it so you can hear.
I knew why you did that.
Hear.
I knew why you did that.
I knew too.
Well, I turned my Wi-Fi off.
You just so happened to turn your Wi-Fi off with that question, but it took us 25 times to ask you why you still supporting Trump? That's crazy.
I heard that and I was getting ready to answer, and then I had to turn off the Wi-Fi. I don't know why the Wi-Fi is acting up, but yeah,
okay.
I mean, I was going to answer your question. I didn't want to answer it and get cut off.
Okay, all right. Well, you did end up getting cut off. Also, if you're eating, no eating, please. No, I have misophonia, and I will get an attitude. So it's very annoying. Don't do it. With that being said, please restate why it is that you are supporting Donald Trump.
Well, I think he's a good president.
Okay.
I think he cares about America and Americans. I think he puts America first. And I like the fact that he's willing to expose the fraud that we all knew was going on in this country, that was being perpetrated by all the politicians, whether it's on the left or the right. You know, I mean,
what fraud did he expose?
Just like a lot of the things that Doge uncovered in the beginning, you know.
Like what?
Like the money that was going to different things around the world, like transgender, Sesame Street in Iraq, and condoms in Gaza, and all these other crazy things that monies that could have been used or utilized in our borders in our country.
Sure, who's been arrested?
Projects, money going to Politico.
Who's been arrested because of the Doge investigations? Who's been arrested?
Think about it like this. Those people don't go to jail. Who went to jail when we had the 2008 housing crash?
I'm so sorry.
On both sides.
I'm so sorry.
People like that.
One moment.
People don't go to jail. Those people don't go to jail.
You said that Doge uncovered fraud, right? So I just want to know who went to jail for it. Like, who got arrested? Where the trials at?
Nobody goes to jail. Those people don't go to jail.
Oh, no, that doesn't make any sense. If you commit a crime, typically you are charged and you get a trial.
Ideally, yeah, you would think that's the truth. But when you have a certain level of access and ability, the people that's in government, they don't go to jail. You got to have red-handed, hand in
Who
the
was the
cookie jar
people
type
in
evidence.
government that was committing the fraud then?
I mean, I don't know per se. I can't name particular people
But I
off.
thought Doge
but
uncovered the fraud.
They did. They discovered the money going to, like, they discovered money going to Politico. That Politico is a Democratic or Democrat.
Are you serious?
They didn't discover money going to Politico. I'm dead serious.
No, Politico actually has a what is it called? Shauna and I talked about this before, and I wanted to sign up for it. But Politico basically has this service that they provide to organizations that gives you more detailed, in-depth information. All right, and you do have to pay a price for it. It's a subscription service. That's all there is to it. It's a subscription service.
Yeah.
So what do you mean?
Why they couldn't pay the employees?
Tell us about what it is that they found.
Why did they miss like 2 months of payroll? If they subscription service is doing so well, why was they missing?
Who said anything about it doing well? What are you talking about?
You
no
just
one
said,
up here claimed that they were doing well.
You brought it up like it was some kind of cash cow.
No,
that's
robbing you. Their business. That's literally you projecting or making some type of conjecture there. I never said that.
Whoa. I said they uncovered fraud and monies that was being funneled into Politico.
Politico
went,
Pro.
Ha.
Thank you very much,
Hold
Shauna.
on.
It's Politico Pro.
And you said ha ha. And then you started telling me about some subscription service. So in my mind, when a person says, "Oh yeah, they have this subscription service," that's a driving engine in their business. So I mean, I don't know what was you trying to say, but
that's
from what I gathered,
basically coming to false conclusions because you didn't even know the name of what it was that you were talking about. You didn't even know what it was.
Political.
No, you didn't know that Politico. It was a subscription service. You didn't know what it was.
It doesn't matter. All I know is
this is the thing
when they got cut off.
I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up while I'm talking. Like seriously, stop that.
That's all you got.
No, seriously, stop. Seriously, stop. I don't give a fuck who you are. Just stop doing that, okay? All right. You don't get to keep. No, stop. Seriously. You don't get to keep like trying to refute what it is that I'm saying, and I don't get an opportunity to respond, especially on my platform. I'm gonna need you to stop. All right, chill out. All right. Chill out, unclench your boxers, okay, and chill the fuck out.
Good.
All right, be an adult. Stop fighting the mute button because all of a sudden you know how to use it. Stop fighting it. You're an adult.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right, then act like you're good. Anywho, if Doge were to have actually now look at you, you still talking. Shut the fuck up. You got to be quiet. Good grief. If Doge were to have actually uncovered any type of fraud, all right, because fraud is a crime, then what we would have is we would have people being arrested and prosecuted by the Department of Justice for said fraud. However, that hasn't happened, and won't happen because they did not actually uncover any type of fraud. There's that. What they did do is they did cancel contracts. They did do that. They canceled contracts that were already in place and stopped that funding from going out. They also canceled contracts, all right, on things that had already been paid for, which makes no sense whatsoever because you can't get that money back. That's what they did do. They didn't actually find any fraud. Because again, if there was fraud, people would have been arrested. Also, Doge is actually costing the American public more money than they actually saved. So we have that part there. What was like the savings was about like $2 billion in savings. But over time, it's going to cost us well over $10 billion simply because of the human cost of the matter. So there's that. You can respond now.
Estimated savings was roughly between 220 and 230 something billion dollars.
I knew it was 2 something.
Exactly where those quote unquote savings went. I also wanted to go ahead and add this in regards to Politico Pro that he didn't know was a subscription service that, you know, was a thing. Not to mention this allegation of them not being able to pay their employees was literally an HR error. They were able to be paid the next day. The Trump administration, Elon Musk, weaponized that to say that without the federal government, they could not pay their employees, which was a bold-faced lie. A simple Google search would have shown that, but y'all don't read.
And additionally, the fraud that happened would be on Doge's side when they stole our information, when they stole our data, our social security numbers, our demographic information. That would be the fraud that occurred. But Antonio, again, you have the floor. You know how to come off of mute. Press the button.
Hey, I don't like being cursed at, so I was just gonna let me stay here until whatever. So.
Oh, do you need help with leaving? If you need help with leaving, what you can do is turn your phone off and then turn it back on, and that'll help you. Give it a try.
I don't want to turn my phone off. If you want to kick me, I don't care. I just go to.
I want the chat to know this is a 41-year-old, by the way.
So, your point?
He had all this energy when it came to Liv talking about racism, and now he ready to run.
Because everything ain't racism, bro.
What a fucking pivot! Look how ready you were to talk about everything, but
everything.
You brought up the comment. You said something. I responded. But I'm the child.
Why do you think that people think everything is racism? Like, what does that mean?
Y'all victims. Y'all just have a victim mentality.
What's a victim mentality?
Y'all soft.
What does that look like?
Y'all grew up in a soft time. It's everything. The world is against you. Everything is racism. Somebody's trying to stop you. The white man is holding you down. This group did this to this group how many years ago? Just it's sometimes eventually one day it's going to just come a time when you just got to say, you know what, I'm going to put foot to ass and I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to create opportunities for other people. I'm going to create opportunities for my community. I'm going to serve the people that live around me. And I'm going to put my head down and nose to the grindstone.
Oh, you mean like what black people have been doing for hundreds of years? That's crazy.
Yeah, pretty much. They have. So I have a question for you. I have a question for you. Do you think that matters? Okay. I know this mic is on because someone told me that I was peaking earlier. So I know that the mic is on. I know that it is. So do you think that events from the past impact the present?
Are you asking me?
Yes. Do you think what you've done in the past can impact your present? Yes or no?
I think the choices you make.
You're breaking up.
I think the choices you make in life do clear. I don't know what to tell you. I said the choices you make in life affect what you do with how life.
Oh, look at that. The ancestors are basically putting their hand on your shoulder and said, not now, son. Not now. Not now. Mm-mm.
I don't believe in the ancestors. I serve Jesus. I don't believe.
Yeah, your phone's breaking up.
I don't believe in the ancestors. I believe in Jesus.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, the ancestors just stopped you from being able to answer that question because we didn't hear a word you said. All we heard was garble, garble, guck, guck. That's it. That's all we heard. We didn't hear anything else. You have bad service.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now. Sure. So
like I was saying, I think
you said you something about believing in yourself, right?
No, I said the choices you make in life do affect how your life turns out. But you can always make a turnaround. You can always change and start fresh and make a new way. There's always, and that's the great thing about America. America offers any man the opportunity to change his stars. If you got a plan and you want to work your plan and you want to serve people, you can always change your life. I believe that.
Okay. So you're looking at things on an individual level. So I get why you say that. I can understand why you say that. All right. But with that being said, all right, on a macro level, okay, what you want to look at, I swear to God, you know what? Get the fuck on. You're getting on my goddamn nerves. I don't like this live. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm trying to work through it, but these people are fucking weird, okay? Get in the box and request stuff if you're not a fucking weirdo. All right. If you're not peculiar, if you have good signal, if you're in the United States of America, all right. If you actually voted for Donald Trump, get in the box. If you're still supporting Donald Trump, get in the box. All right. All right. I'm not talking to anyone else who is not in the United States of America. I definitely tried. All right. I'm tired of talking to people that have really bad signal. I tried. Okay. Stop being fucking weird. Stop being weird. Okay? Stop being fucking weird. That's all I'm asking.
Very weird.
Fucking peculiar ass people. Fucking weirdos. Jesus. What are we doing? Anywho, that person's taking forever to load. I'm gonna read a few thank yous while we're here and then go from there. Like, y'all are fucking weird, man. Like, this whole live has like bad juju. I'm about to get some sage. That's what I'm about to do. Get some sage.
Truth is, I'm
I
tired.
know, right?
You better say pause after that.
Get some sage.
No, the dude that was up here earlier. That was ducking Donald Trump.
Oh, him? Yeah, dude's fucking weird. He was weird. Shout out to Sarah for the 5. Thank you so very much, Sarah. I appreciate you. Sarah said your speech made me tear up. Super proud of you. Oh wow, thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Talking about the at the city council meeting. And also shout out to SJ. Hi SJ. SJ sent love and oh, you wanted my mod? Wait, hold on. I have a mod named SJ. I gotta get you in the Discord. All right. I am way too fucking honest sometimes, y'all. All right. Thank you, SJ. SJ said, love you, sis. Just wanted to send some love. Thank you so very much. Because I was about to say your whole name. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you, love. Thank you. SJ, can you drop a comment in the chat? I got to inbox you. Because you got to get in the Discord. I got so many mods. I didn't know. This is not a good look. I'm about to restart. I'm embarrassed. The other guy left. That guy left. The guys in the chat, he was begging to come up here. You let him come up here and then he leaves. These people are weird, man. Fucking weird. I do have the best mods. I have the best mods in the world. And I am going to hit a restart because I can't keep living like this. Honestly, I can't. This is too much. It's just too much. I think I'm going to hit a restart. Should I hit a restart, Hector?
After this, Trump supporters request up in the box you or the demographic of people that you'd like to have a conversation with, unless you're a bitch. But if not, restart.
It's weird. It's just weird. I don't know. I feel like I need to like get some sage and like run it or some Palo Alto and like run it over the live, over the PC and stuff and say some affirmations, listen to like my good music and recenter myself. Y'all think I'm joking? I'm serious as hell. I'm so serious. Also, why is your friend back in the box, Hector? Why your friend back in the box? Yeah.
He a moron. He ain't really got nothing.
Yeah, you can't say nothing. I can't even say a complete fucking sentence. Because you can't complete a full sentence. Say something, present a cogent argument right now.
That's not a word.
Cogent, is it a word?
It's not a word. No, it's not a word. I'm about to look. Spell it.
I know we kind of beefing with Nicki Minaj right now, but I really want to play that song that said you a stupid hoe. Because that was a real stupid hoe thing to say.
I don't know what John is going. I don't know what Bubba is going through upstairs, but he's going through it right now. Okay, one moment. I'm sorry. Did you really say? I hate it here. I do. I do. Yep. He says
But
spell it right now. He said it's not a word, and he says spell it right now.
So it's cogent, Cogent. You're right. It's a word. Describes an argument, evidence, or reasoning that is clear, logical, and powerful, convincing. Okay, all right.
So you can read.
What you trying to say? I can't read?
No, you just confirmed that you can. That's going to be very useful for the remainder of the time that you're up on this panel.
Bro, you're not even that smart.
Now that you know what cogent means, right? By all means, will you please present a cogent argument?
Thank you, Penelope.
I mean, well, I gave you my opinion. You said I'm coming from it from an individual perspective. And before you cut me off, I was gonna say, well, how else can you come at it from? You only can control what you can control. You can't control what other people do. I can only control what I do in life and who I serve and how I present in society.
Erica, that was so deep. He said you can only control what you can control.
Am I wrong? I mean, you saying you laughing like I'm saying something that's wrong, bro.
Yeah. It's like
I mean, I don't understand why y'all can't have like real legit conversation.
You want to look at the bigger picture because voting has consequences, right? And if it's today, February 20th of 2026, and you're still supporting Trump, all right, you should be able to look at some type of stats, some type of facts, something other than just your opinion that actually supports said opinion. If we're strictly relying on your opinion to have this conversation, then what it is that we're doing is we will be arguing your feelings. All right, I don't care to argue your feelings at all. Not in the least bit. But if you want to have a conversation, all right, in regards to facts, then we can do that part. So what backs up, your opinion that Trump is a good president? What backs up your opinion, all right, that Donald Trump is America first?
Well, you asked me.
Here we go.
Why do I still support Trump? And I gave you my reasons. You didn't like my reasons. I mean, I can't help it.
I didn't like your reasons. We never even actually got into your reasons because you wanted to start talking about race.
I did.
He mentioned two of them
that's not
specifically.
True. We were talking about Doge. You asked me about.
That's right. I forgot. And that was easily debunkable. Debunked.
Well, it wasn't debunked because
debunked.
You said you actually said the same thing I said. They got their contracts canceled. Political got their contract
but
canceled.
It wasn't
they didn't
fraud,
get that. They wasn't get.
There was no fraud happening because if there was fraud happening,
potato.
No, there's no potato when it comes to committing a crime.
Potato.
There's literally no potato or potato when it comes to committing crime. It's literally potato because a crime is a crime.
Why is money from the U.S. government being funneled into a private organization?
What?
Funneled into a private, paying for a subscription service is funneling money into a private organization?
But you said they had a contract. You said their contracts got canceled, right?
For a subscription service, sir. All right, funneling money would literally be Donald Trump taking 10 billion. Excuse me, I'm not finished. Funneling money would literally be Donald Trump taking 10 billion of our American taxpayer dollars, all right, and putting it into something called the Board of Peace, a friggin' shield, all right, for his escape plan, all right, for when the hammer comes down on him. All right, that's what that is. That would be funneling money, okay? All right, Donald Trump has started something called the Board of Peace in order to rebuild Gaza, yet there's no plan actually in there for Palestinian people. They want them out of there so that they can just basically build their resorts, build their golf courses, build their beachfront property, okay? And they're going to use the American taxpayer dollars in order to do so. And he appointed himself again as the lifetime chairman of the board for this. So he's going to profit from this because if you want entry into this and to become a permanent member, you have to pay $1 billion. What is this $1 billion going towards? Did you even know about this?
Looked it up. I don't know.
I swear to God, I
I don't. I
ask
don't.
like
I don't have
direct
$1 billion
questions. I don't
to
get
be.
direct
I don't
answers.
have $1 billion to be a part of it. Oh.
Hey, now that I know that you're capable of looking up things and reading, can you go ahead and look up the condom bomb to Gaza thing that you referenced? Can you look that up real quick? Tell me what you find.
I'm good, bro. I'm not playing your game. I'm talking to the host.
Oh, playing the game
Oh,
of
you talking to him
substantiating the
now?
claim that you made.
Well,
That's
I choose
crazy.
not to speak to him. I'll pass.
You
Interesting.
scared?
Why am I not?
No, because you're a joke, Hector. It's pointless to talk
Sure.
to you, bro.
Why am I
It
not
really is.
surprised?
That's fine. You say whatever you want. I still think you're a joke.
Yeah, I can say that you are a moron.
That's
And I can
fine.
actually
I don't. I
substantiate
don't
the
mind
fact that
being.
you're a
I don't
moron.
mind being a
Because
moron.
you come up on
You're
this
still a
panel
joke.
and you like to cite random things. And then upon being asked to substantiate things, like the word that you just had to Google you didn't know existed, now you want to talk about I'm good. I'd be good on being
Hey,
I'm
stupid
good.
too. But I would suggest you
hey,
choose a better route, my
Being
nigga.
stupid is wild.
hey,
That's
hey,
fine,
Eric,
Hector. You
hey,
got it,
Yo,
Erica.
bro.
really,
Yes,
Hector,
Liv.
choose
Hey,
something
one,
stupid.
yes, hey, Hector. Hey, I have my brother from another. He'd love to have a conversation with Antonio, and I want to bring, if you don't mind, Erica,
Okay.
because I know I know you was about to restart, but we got Antonio here, and so I want to bring my brother up just for a second
Okay.
to have this conversation, because he don't want to talk to me or Hector. He like I feel like
They reported him. And I got a live restriction. Jeff, they reported him.
My DoorDash.
I know. You don't get to eat. I'm so sorry. Guys, no reporting. Like, come on. What are we doing? Now we have a live restriction for 10 minutes over here on the TikToks. I'm going to need you all to do all of the good things since y'all decided to report. Okay? I need you all to tap the screen vigorously. Okay? Let's get the likes up to 300,000 likes. Also, let's go ahead and send some penny gifts. Take care of the panel. Do all of the good things. And Antonio, if you're still here, you can come back in 10 minutes. I wanted Jeff to do the same thing. I got excited. But y'all reported him, so there's that.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all the chess move, and then I'm gonna drop so I could go get my my dinner, my
All
real
right,
dinner.
bet.
So here's the chess move. Just ask Antonio why he likes slavery, right? Because I don't give a damn about capitalism. I think the whole thing is bullshit. But
Here.
if Politico is doing research, right? They're going all around the world and they're paying people, and then they go, hey, you can have this research, but you got to pay us. Like me, like I do a lot of research, but ask around. Unless I really like you, I ain't giving you that shit for free.
Exactly.
Politico do the same thing. So ask him why he wants Politico to be giving people stuff for free and do stuff 100% like slavery. And if he likes slavery, then that's just weird to do in February. It's just weird. Like pause, right? Like you got to say pause when you say I like slavery in February. That's odd. Just ask him that when he comes back in 10 minutes. All right.
Enough. Fair enough. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate you.
Peace, y'all.
All right. See you.
He ain't coming back.
He ain't coming. He ain't, but that's a good question, though. Because, I mean, they do have to be paid. But, like, why did he think that a subscription service was fraud? That's just so weird. Hi. Anywho, guys, keep doing all of the good things with this weird ass live. Rico, are you a Trump supporter? Rico.
Of course.
Okay. And for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
46.
Okay. All right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Because he did the majority of what he said he was going to do when he ran for president.
Really quickly, I just want to ask a qualifying question. Not a qualifier, but Rico, are you capable of having civil discourse?
Oh, yes, I'm very capable of that.
All right, I'm going to hold you to that. Go ahead.
Okay. Over on the tube, thank you so much to King Silas for sending the torch. I appreciate you, love. Thank you so much. Drop some hearts in the chat for King Silas, y'all. Okay, all right. So, Rico, you said that he did the majority of everything that he wanted to do. Okay, like what?
Not everything he wanted to do. He did everything that he ran on that the people wanted. That's the majority of the thing. And like for years, for decades, I would say, I've been wanting a president or the people to audit the government. They are wasting too much money and spending too much of our tax money on useless programs.
What useless
And that,
programs?
you said what?
What useless programs?
What useless programs? Well, one I can give you is transgender studies in different countries.
Transgender studies in different countries?
Yes, yes.
Why do
They were
always
funding.
scare
They were
other
funding
people's
research for
peoples?
transgenders.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, you can look it up. Google it.
Okay, name one. I'll look it
No,
up
I
right
can't
now.
name one, but I know that's
Hold
what they
on,
were
time
funding.
out. Wait, if you said that they were doing they were funding transgender studies in other countries, then by all means you should be able to name a program. If not, then we're gonna have to just move on.
The president said this in his press conference.
All right, are we talking about the mice?
No, the president
What are you talking
said
about?
they were listing all the things that they were paying
Hot
for,
like fire.
and a transgender study was one of them.
Where? What country?
I mean, you want to be specific with all the minutia and the details, but I mean that's
I
why I
mean,
was
in
going
order
for
to
research.
say
But that was
this,
one of the
then you'd
things.
have to be specific, right? Because I have no idea what it is that you're talking about. I never heard of this before. So I feel like if this is something that you're making a claim on, then it's something that you should be able to tell me about. So
Really?
there's that. I know about the transgenic mice. All right. I know about sending money, I
I mean,
believe it
that's a
was
study
to
on
one of our
transgenderism, right?
Central America countries. I am still talking.
Really?
Jesus Christ. Yes, really. I am so sick and tired of you, man, coming up here and over talking. Stop doing that. It's not hard. You are saying something. I'm asking you to substantiate it. You're refusing to substantiate it. All right. I'm telling you what it is I do know about. So then maybe at some point when I finish, you can say, oh, it was that. Like, give me a fucking break. If you're incapable of having a conversation civilly, as Hector said, he did ask you that. If you're incapable of doing that, then by all means, sir, press the X. Jesus Christ. So as I was saying, I know about the transgenic mice. That's not transgender mice. That's not a thing. Okay. I also know about funding art programs. So when I say arts, I mean like for theater, okay, in Central American countries. I know about that. But what transgendered studies is it that you're talking about?
Okay, I was agreeing with you actually when you said I was interrupting you, but that may be the thing. But we shouldn't be studying transgenderism in anything. What is the purpose
Transgenderism
of
isn't
it?
a thing. I will cut you off for that because that's no. Transgenderism's not a thing.
Transgender mice, we shouldn't be studying
It's
any
not
of that for
transgender
any
mice.
purpose.
Do you know what? Okay.
You just said it.
I
You
said
said it was transgender mice.
transgenic.
Whatever it is, we shouldn't be studying it. We shouldn't be wasting money for it. That's all I'm saying.
Do you
You know
know?
what transgenic? Do you know what transgenic is, sir?
See, you want to nitpick everything,
That's
but we
not a
shouldn't be wasting
nitpick.
money. You're
Sir, if
nitpicking.
you think that transgenic and transgender are the same thing, then it's highly understandable at this point why you are so severely misinformed that you can actually spread disinformation. Because
It's
at
not
this point,
disinformation.
it literally is disinformation, sir.
It's not.
All right, you're lying on purpose, okay? That's what you're doing. All
So,
right, you're
so
lying on
explain to me
purpose
what it's about.
to basically spread an agenda.
Explain to me what it's about. What you're talking about then?
My
The transgenic
goodness.
mice.
So, okay, so transgenic, all right, basically only means, all right, that it's an organism. So something that is living, all right, that's been modified to contain DNA from a different species. That's it. That's it. You can do it with crops. You do it with crops. Like, you know, you can mix some oranges and apples. I don't know, get a orange peel. I don't know. I just made that up. That could be a thing. I don't know. I know they have like mixed fruit. So that's all it is to it.
Rico, did I just hear you typing?
They do it for research purposes to study diseases.
What you want me to be specific, right? We're nitpicking, so shouldn't I be typing?
No, so I wasn't knocking you for typing. I just like to gather that so I can use it for later. Okay, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm not.
Is
I'm
it
not
a
the
full
one who's
moon?
just gonna assume I'm right about everything. I do my research as well, but I know that's one of the things that Trump said they were wasting money on.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to quote unquote nitpick at.
Right
Um,
here.
Donald Trump said that magnets don't work underwater.
That what don't work
Donald
underwater?
Trump said that we should
Magnets. Yeah, he did say that. I thought
Donald
you said
Trump
something
said,
else.
"Oh no. Donald Trump also said we can nuke hurricanes to stop them. Donald Trump also suggested that we can use bleach to get rid of diseases, injecting
said
it
all those things.
into the body. So I just wanted to lay the groundwork for the problem with your statement of I believe it because Donald Trump said it. Donald Trump says a lot of things. I don't believe words. I believe evidence. If Donald Trump never provided evidence for him and Doge's claims, in which cases fraud would lead to prosecutions, then we would have evidence to back up said words. And I've yet to see any nuke stop any hurricane.
And do windmills cause cancer?
What windmills?
That's what Donald Trump said. He said windmills cause cancer. So.
No.
Oh yeah, thank you, Hunter's mom. He was stupid enough to look directly at an
windmills that create energy.
He was.
What windmills are you talking about?
He also windmills, my guy. What do you mean? What? You're weird. I'm tired of y'all being weird. You can't engage. Anywho,
No, I'm just
go
wondering
on. So transgenic. Just admit you were wrong about transgenic because it's not transgendered. So that's not a thing.
Okay. It's not about what the transgenic or transgender or whatever it was. That wasn't my argument. Us wasting money on that was my argument.
Us wasting money on research for diseases is a waste. That's a waste of money.
Yes.
So you don't want to fight diseases?
We're wasting lots of money.
You don't want to figure out cures for diseases?
We're wasting money. They're spending our money. They just discovered Minnesota is frauding us. Billions frauding us. You think that's the only fraud?
Hey, Rico. What do you think about Ebola?
Ebola? What does that have to do with anything?
Well, it would be a disease that we fought. What do you think about it? You think that was good?
I'm gonna go to the punch down school. I'm gonna take punch down 101.
I'm not understanding.
So
y'all keep moving the goalposts and don't want to focus on one thing.
There's no goalpost that's been moved.
No, it is.
Mr. Rico Green. Okay, let me explain to you what is happening here. All right. What you said, all right, is that they're doing research on transgendered studies. All right. I said there's no studies on transgender. That's what you said. That's what you said. You said that out your mouth. What I said was I've heard of the I said I heard of the transgenic mice, and I also heard of us funding arts programs in Central American countries. And you said, yeah, I think it was the mice. And I said, oh, the transgenic mice. And you said, yeah, the transgendered mice. We shouldn't be doing studies on transgenderism is what you said. I said, transgenderism is not a word. I am going to interrupt you there because it's not a word. And you said, well, we shouldn't be doing studies on transgender. And I said, that's not what's happening. The word is transgenic. No, you said transgender. I said, no, sir. I said transgenic. Right? That's what I said. And then what you said was transgenic, as if you didn't know what transgenic is. And I said, okay, all right. Transgenic is, all right, an organism, all right, that has basically is the grouping of DNA with another organism. Okay. All right. And I gave the example of a orange peel. All right. An apple and an orange, because you can do it with the crops. But the main reason why we do it, all right, is to study diseases. Okay, to study diseases. You said, well, we shouldn't be wasting money on that. I said, what? You don't want to study diseases? You don't want cures? You said no. So then Hector says, all right, what about Ebola? What about Ebola? How is that moving the goalposts? Ebola is a disease. All right, do we want Ebola to be ravishing the United States of America? Wouldn't we want to study it? I just found out that an apple and an orange together is a nectarine. That's fucking crazy. Did not know that. Did not know that. But thank you for telling me. Okay, I'm going to Google that to make sure. But thank you. Appreciate you. Shout out to you. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Hector. Because what the fuck are we doing here? You're fucked.
My argument was about wasting money.
Oh my
You
God.
went into all the what it is, and you
Oh
did.
my God. Hey. So if you're
It's
going
not
to
true,
make a
Malcolm.
claim that money was being wasted, we would have to go into the money that you're referencing and how it would be considered waste. That is how we would assess what it is and if it was wasteful or necessary. How can you complain that we're getting into the nitty gritties of your claim when we can assess that it's waste based off of Donald Trump's words alone? Does that make sense, Rico?
I mean, from your opinion, but it's still waste to me.
You
Nigga.
know what? I said I'm not gonna. Guys, there's 824 people in the live right now. We need to get the likes up to 300K, and we need to do that within the next couple of minutes. We is stressed.
And
We is tired.
DEI was
And,
another program that's
and
waste.
you can wait. And you can wait.
Quiet.
That's what you can do. That's what you can do. You can wait, okay? Because I'm not gonna crash out on you. I made a commitment. So, share out the live with your friends and family. Repost, add it to your story. Make the comments. Make sure you're sending your daily heartbeats. Follow Erica if you're not following her. Fantastic creator. We do have a couple snails up here. We need 76 more snails to knock out this goal. Greatly appreciate y'all for supporting the platform. W's to you.
Thank you, truly black and
W's to y'all.
proud. Draw some hearts in the chat. This is insanity.
Please.
Oh my God.
Please
I'm gonna need a
support.
shot in therapy after this. I swear to God. Also, Jeff is here. Like, Jeff, do you want to try?
Yeah. I want to understand waste because I think
Almost
there's a
there.
ton of waste.
One second. I just got to finish. The last thing you need to do. The last thing you need to do is check out Erica's links in the bio. Whether it's to follow her on the other social media platforms, joining the Discord community if you're a subscriber or a member of the YouTube or TikTok superfan, checking out the Erica Effect, ericaeffect.com to get yourself some merch. She got some great merch, or donating directly to the links in the bio, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle. Do that.
Yeah,
And if you have
do all the
Cash
good
App,
things.
she does not, you may use mine. Hector talks with 2 R's. All right.
Exactly. Also, a nectarine is like a peach and something else they said. It's not a damn apple or orange. Whoever told me that, shame on you. Right? You bring shame to your mother. I said it. Rico, what's about to happen is I'm going to be quiet. Hector's going to be quiet. Liv's going to be quiet. You're talking strictly to Jeff. All right? The floor is yours. Guys, do all of the good things.
What up, Rico? How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
All right, good. I like learning new things. You like learning new things?
Oh yeah, that's the best. I always try to learn new
Dope.
things.
How do you assess if something is a waste?
I would say, I mean, if it's not helping, if it's not changing like Americans' lives and helping people, like it's waste.
I like that. I think it's a little overbroad. Can I tighten it? No pause. Can I tighten it?
Oh, good.
All right. How about you do a cost benefit analysis? How
Yeah,
does that work?
that would be one way to research and see if it's actually waste.
Great. Did you do a cost benefit analysis on transgenic mice?
No, I don't. I just heard from what Trump said, and it's waste.
Okay.
I want a lot of the programs that they have cut back. We need small government. The government is too big.
I feel you.
Democrats spend too much money, and
Wait,
they think it's an endless bank account.
You are, as my niece would say, doing too much. We're trying to identify how we assess if something is waste, and you said it's waste. So far, the thing you said that we should do, cost benefit analysis, you just admitted you didn't do that. Do you think Trump has a cost benefit analysis to show you?
I don't know. Maybe he does.
Maybe he does. Okay, so how did you come to the conclusion that transgenic mice specifically are wasteful?
It sounds wasteful.
It sounds wasteful. Is that? But look, let's be honest. Is that how we assess if something is wasteful? It sounds wasteful. I don't even know what that means.
It sounds wasteful to me.
Yeah, but I don't. You don't know what that means, and I don't know what that means. So let's not be silly with each other. We're doing really good. We're learning stuff, and we got an agreement out of each other really quickly, which is rare. Which is to say, in order to assess something as wasteful, we should do a cost-benefit analysis. Then we got another agreement, and I should have made a prophecy that you did not do a cost-benefit analysis. I did, by the way. And so now you're saying that the reason that you said it It's wasteful is just because it sounds wasteful. That's you don't want us to remember the conversation that way, right? Like that's not what you want to sear in everybody's minds. That when you got to the point where you didn't do the cost benefit analysis, you just go, it kind of sounds like that.
So tell me what problem was caused by ending that program?
Oh, great. So the thing that happens with transgenic mice, you see, is when we're thinking of a new therapeutic thing for things like, I don't know, do you think cancer is a big problem in the United States?
That's probably one of the biggest.
Oh, good. So when we're thinking of new therapeutic measures to make cancer treatments cheaper, we start with mice. So we can, by the time we get to human trials, we're like 90% of the way there. It cuts down the time by like a lot. So it does save billions of dollars. That's a good thing, right?
It depends on who it's saving, whether it's saving pharmaceutical companies or
It's
is it saving
saving it's
Americans,
saving the
taxpayers' money.
it's saving the United States, who basically funds a lot of, like, having a healthy workforce, right? Like this is why I hate capitalism, because all of this is just so that people can go to work at 9, clock out at 5, get paid nothing for it. But you got to keep them healthy enough to make it to the punch card, right? And put the fries in the bag and put the stuff in the box and all of that. But it is good to keep workers healthy so that they could keep cranking out GDP, right?
I would assume so.
Okay, so that's who it saves. Everybody in the machine, I guess.
But the crazy thing is though, why is the government doing that? Why aren't what they call them people who are investing like medical studies? Why aren't they doing it? Why isn't it donated? Why do it has to come out of taxpayers' money?
Did you just say private companies and donated in the same sentence?
No, I don't think I said private companies.
Okay, so who's donating?
No, I'm just saying like there are like maybe like rich people, billionaires, or I'm losing the word, but
Are you
it's like
saying
people who
wealthy
invest
people
in
and
medical
donating in
studies.
the same sentence?
No, just people who invest in medical studies. Like, why is it
Oh,
coming out the government's pocket, which they are taking out of our pockets?
because that's how it works.
Not necessarily. Like for
Yes, necessarily.
not all like donating. Not all studies.
Well,
Studies
here,
are
you know what
usually
happens? You know what happens
people
when the
donate
rich
to.
people do the investing? Do you know what happens?
What is that?
But how old are you, Rico?
46.
46. Oh, me too.
Oh,
Dope. 1980 for the win. Let's go.
yeah.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. Your parents still alive, Rico?
Nah,
No? Oh,
unfortunately.
that's unfortunate. You got aunts and uncles that are still alive?
Yeah, got a few of them.
Are any of them independently wealthy?
Let me see. Cousins maybe, but not the aunts.
All right. So can any of them afford $20,000 a month for medication?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it depends on, what I'm saying, their own net worth and what they own. They would be able to say that, but
That
the
means
majority
no.
of them, no.
No.
No,
If you have
some of them are, but the
no,
majority of them, no.
in your family,
Yes.
the fact that you had to say some of them, that means no. Because if some of them are, that means all of them are.
No, it's like I just said, some of them are, but the majority of them aren't. Some are wealthy, most of them not.
So you're saying you have some people in your family who are wealthy enough to afford $20,000 a month in medication, but
Yes.
that doesn't extend to the rest of your family. Like they would not extend that privilege to the rest of your family.
What do you mean? Pay for it for the rest of the family?
Yeah, like for example, if I can afford $20,000 a month in medication, I don't care if it's my brother, my sister, my mom, my cousin, they can afford it too.
I guess if your family is like that, it depends on the family.
Are you black?
Of course.
See, this is why it's not a good idea to be racist. Weird white people in the chat. Not all black people are alike, right? Like, watch this. Erica,
Yep.
have you ever said, If I'm eating, we eating.
I was literally thinking that as you were going over this with him. I'm eating, we all eating. The fuck?
That's a black expression. That's not a white expression. That's a black expression that come out of black people. I don't know. Look, some folk different, right?
Not my fault.
This is how I
I'm
know.
eating,
This
we
is
all
how.
eating.
Yeah, this is how I know, Rico, that either 0 people in your family can afford $20,000 a month of medication, or they may just not like you.
I mean, I don't know why y'all. It's like y'all keep adding new stuff to it.
What's
Like
the new stuff?
I'm agreeing with you by saying the majority of them can't afford it. I'm
Yeah.
agreeing with you. The majority of them
So,
can't afford it, but I
so
am
we'll go
stating
back
that
to
there
that.
are some that can.
Yeah, we'll go back to that. That's why it's good for the government to do it, because they want people healthy to be cranking out little boxes of knickknacks and things so that other people can buy the knickknacks and things and they can say, look at our GDP. It's so cool. That's why. Because otherwise, when somebody gets cancer and the doctor goes, you got to pay $20K a month for this medication, that person goes, all right, I guess it's hospice for me. And that costs money too. And eventually, when they can't pay it, who's paying it, Rico?
Who would be the taxpayers? What? Who?
Yeah, you, me, Erica, Hector, Liv, everybody in the chat.
And you
So,
saying the 20? Why is it $20,000 a month?
because
Because
Patrice
we
O'Neill had this
ended that
bit where he used to talk about like when bread got really expensive and the peanut butter man raised his prices too, and he goes, because what am I going to be, a sucker? That's why, because they just put a number on a piece of paper and then you pay it. Because what, are you not going to get cancer medication when you got cancer?
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
the reason it's that number is because you didn't want to pay for some cheap transgenic mice. That was just a line item in a budget. You thought it was a waste of money. So now them rich folk is laughing at you. They gonna get theirs.
I can understand that. But
So you still think it's a waste?
I think we need to look at all the variables of this program. Like
I don't think you think that.
No, this is what I'm saying. We need to look at all the variables of this program. How long has it been going? What breakthroughs have we made?
All of them.
I think Trump looked at that. Like if this program has been going on 10, 15 years and we haven't had any breakthroughs, it's a waste of money.
Every breakthrough that has happened in the last listen, every breakthrough that has happened in the last 100 years in therapeutics, in just cancer, in just oncology, has had some link to transgenic mice. Every breakthrough, like, I don't think that you can get the right dosage off a bottle of Tylenol without some link somewhere to transgenic mice. And I also don't think that Donald Trump could spell variable.
I can understand that. But maybe we've hit a plateau in these studies and it becomes waste.
Maybe there is a leprechaun in my attic. And when I turn my PS5 on to go play a video game, he's the one that makes sure that the trophy notification comes through. I don't work on maybes. You just said we should look at variables, but I don't believe you believe that.
We don't know all the variables. They will never tell us all the variables.
Who's they?
The presidential administration.
Do you think it would be a good idea for us to put together, say, a database where all of the variables are found and make it free to access for anybody who has an internet connection?
To make what free? For internet access?
Not internet access free. I do think internet access should be free. I also think it should be education on how to actually research should be compulsory. But I'm just talking about having a database of all of the research done in medicine accessible to anybody that has the availability of the internet to just go to and look at. Do you think would you support a measure creating a database like that?
Yes, I think all information should be free. That is
but you would support
has gatekeepers.
You would support like something like a national database of all of the research being done.
May I ask a question? Oh, go ahead. Finish this out, Jeff.
All right. If that was available, would you use it?
The yes, if it was you know, it was proven to be
I don't
100%.
I don't think that's true,
Why would you say that?
because it is available and you don't use it.
Really?
hmm
So, and what does that prove though?
Well, I just asked you if that was available, would you use it? You said yes. And it is available and you don't use it, which means that's not true.
Jeff, do you want to tell him what it's called?
See, exactly. That's what you should be doing. Teaching. If I don't know of it,
Oh, no,
his
no.
labor ain't free. I was just asking him to be nice. Don't demand that he
Rico.
teach you anything.
Yeah, Rico, you're
No,
very
I'm
confused.
not demanding anything. I'm just saying, if you're like, don't be condescending. Like, teach.
Listen,
you guys
Rico,
are doing a good thing. Teach.
Rico, my
show
friend,
people who. If you feel I'm lost, show me the way.
No, Rico, you're confused. You're very confused. I'm just being nice because it's my sister's platform. And
teach me.
Look,
do you know the way?
Oh my God,
Rico,
teach me the way.
Listen, Rico, listen. I'm only being nice because it's my sister's platform, and I'm.
Why would you be mean to me, sir?
I don't know why it is. I don't understand why we're having such a good conversation, and now you're talking over me. That the condescension starts when the rudeness starts. I just want you to know that. I'm very good at the condescension. Everybody knows that about me. I'm being nice because there's gonna be a brunch where people are gonna learn more about me, and condescension is just part of me. Like I was raised. You a 1980 guy. You know, we used to put slurs in our cornflakes. Like that's how we were raised. We grew up, like our Pop-Tarts went up and we cussed just for them popping up in a toaster. Like that was a thing, right? So I'm being nice, but ain't no way I'm here to teach. I'm not here to teach nobody. I don't think people can be taught. You know why? Because Rico, the information, the NIH is available to you for free. Like if you did a search for transgenic mice research, you would find thousands of studies. And you would find reports that tell you what that means. But you didn't do that. This is why, Erica, if you know how sometimes people say, hey, what would you do if you went back in time? And some people are like, I would unalive baby Shitler.
Yeah.
Not me. He don't crack my top 50. Like, I would go to all these people that made this internet that I think should be free. And I'd be like, why you doing that? What are you thinking you were going to accomplish with this?
Yeah.
What do you think you think people are going to read?
I'm going to
you're gonna bring
Gore
them info
first. I'm seeing Gore, then I'm showing Bush. I'm going to go see Bush Jr. to be exact.
I'm going for Vince Cerf and his team. I'm going for Larry Page and Sergey Brin. I'm going all the way back to Hedy Lamarr and be like, listen,
damn,
they
taking
not
it way back.
Yeah,
1950s back.
They not gonna use none of this. They not doing none of this. They're gonna be doing cat memes and talking about how stuff is a waste because it sounds like it's a waste. That's what's gonna happen.
And watching people do what they call mukbang. Call it mukbang. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because I wanted to ask you a question, Rico, because you think that we shouldn't have these studies, right? That's your thing. You think they're a waste of money, so on and so forth. But do you have anyone in your family that, let's say, lives with either type 1 or type 2 diabetes? Do they have asthma? All right. Has anyone ever had dementia or Alzheimer's? Anything? Cancer of any kind?
I understand the importance of medical studies. I just don't think the government should be solely funding it.
What do you think the purpose of the government is, though?
Not that.
You don't think that is the purpose of the government is to ensure that it has basically a healthy society, so that it improves actually the quality of life for its citizens?
Not that, because it opens the door for fraud.
Then you don't understand the purpose of the government, then, because that's literally the purpose of government.
What, to fraud?
No, to fraud. That's what you got from that. No, to do what I said, to actually improve the quality of life for its citizens.
Let me ask this one final question, and I'm gonna drop because my groceries are ready. Look, Rico, if you could save the life of every single person, make sure that every single person lived to 100, right? Every single person on earth lived to 100. No babies die. Like it's across the board. Everybody lives to 100 years old, at least. But 100 people somewhere in Nevada get to fraudulently spend $1 million every year, would you say, nah, I don't want that?
And what say again? What we have to pay for that?
We pay whatever we paying right now, and everybody gets to live to 100. But 100 people in Nevada are getting $1 million of fraud money every year for free. They're not doing nothing. They're just getting $1 million. Would you be against that?
So it's a take the good with the bad type of thing, huh?
No, I'm just asking if you'd be if that's you'd be like, nah, I don't want
But
that.
that's what I'm saying. That's a hard question to answer. We're doing fraud over here, but it's benefiting people living to 100.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm with you. Would you be like, no, I don't want that system? Like, I'm giving you that system, and I'm like, look, I figured it out. I figured out the math, but these 100 people gonna get away with fraud forever. You're gonna be like, nah.
I mean, that's virtually kind of how some of these programs are anyway. Like,
Yeah, but I get that, and that's why I'm giving you the example. That's why it was so clever of me to say that. Would you say no to that?
and how many people are we?
100 people get $1 million a year in fraud money, but every single person that's born lives to 100.
I mean, it might be a good.
It's so easy.
The fact that you didn't say give me that right away, like, you know, babies die of cancer like every single day, right? You're not like, they're done, and you're not gonna, like, the fact that you even have to think about it tells me that your brain is backwards on this. But on that note, now that we've exposed that, no, it's cool. You're so against fraud. You're more against fraud than you are against babies dying. I get it. I don't agree.
$1 billion in Minnesota could have did what you're talking about.
I don't care about none of that if you're saving babies.
I mean, we were $37 trillion.
Listen, W Somalia. If they did 90 billion, I'm mad at them for not getting to 100. W Somalia, W Sudan, W Congo, W Nigeria. I hope they do so much 419 that everyone's 401ks vanish.
That's the two sides of the coin. Y'all support fraud.
Hold on, you do too. You just support the fraud that kills black people. I don't.
But Jeff, does he not see the inconsistency in his logic though? Because he's sitting here saying that he hates fraud. He doesn't like fraud. Yet the person that he voted for and sitting here supporting, all right, literally was found, all right, guilty of committing fraud, all right, in the state of New York. All right, he defrauded a cancer charity. He used the money from said cancer charity for personal use, him and his sons. All right, you're supporting that. Do you care about Donald Trump's fraud?
I mean, that's what he did in his own personal life. I'm thinking about what he's doing.
So I want to answer your question directly before I go, Rico. I want to answer your question very directly. Hold on. I want to answer your question very directly. Black people fraud saves lives. When you say what kind of fraud is it that kills black people, it's white people fraud. That's the fraud you're caping for. So, for example, when black people commit fraud, if black people if Somali people were to take $90 billion from Minnesota, it went to feed starving children.
What starving children?
The virtually no starving children that there are in Somalia, where allegedly the money was sent. There was no $90 billion worth of fraud, but if there had been, that's where it would have gone. Now, when white people do fraud, they just give it to themselves and children still starve. You see the difference? You're caping for the one where the children starve, while saying you're against the fraud that saves lives.
So you're saying the Minnesota fraud benefited Somali starving kids?
Hold on. I'm saying there was no Minnesota fraud, but if there had been, it would have benefited starving kids.
So you're saying there was no fraud at all in Minnesota?
Not any quantifiable fraud, no.
How can you say that?
Because the fraud that you're thinking about, the Feeding Our Future fraud, that's already been investigated during the Biden administration, and those people were prosecuted under the Biden administration, and they just so happened to be sentenced last year, the last of them last year. So there's that. So there's that. But the other fraud that you may be thinking of, All right, the lie in which Jeff is talking about is you're talking about Nick Shirley, and there's been no substantiation of the claims that any fraud is going on in regards to daycares in Minnesota.
Look,
So why did they lock up like 70, 80 people probably a few months ago?
I literally just told you that is feeding our future, and you have your dates wrong. Jesus Christ.
I remember like 70, 80 people when Nick Shirley first exposed it, they locked up some people. Was that the case from last year or what?
That didn't happen. But I'm gonna make it simpler for you. No,
So
like
now
it's kind of like it's kind of like it did happen, except the opposite of that. So now here's what I'm gonna tell you, right? When they did when people were telling me about this, they wanted me to believe that suitcases full of money were being brought through the airport. I can't get a bowl. I can't get a tube of toothpaste through TSA, but suitcases full of money went through the airport. This is what you're believing, right?
It's not. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, and you believe it, right?
I'm believing I believe in what they're saying, and it looks like fraud, but I'm waiting for them to do the full.
I got you. If I have a Dasani bottle in my back pocket, I can't get through TSA, but the suitcase from Pulp Fiction, the one that glows when you open it, that one they were able to get through no problem, right?
That's what they claim, but it's also a rumor that 300 million was left at the airport because they couldn't get through.
Yeah, 300 million out of 90 billion. That's how much they caught. All the rest went through. Man, I'm Dominican. I picked the wrong. I mean, Dominicans are good at like 3-card money, dominoes. We good at fraud, but like not 90 billion through TSA good. I gotta hang out with more Somali people to figure out how they did that. That's crazy work. And the fact that you believe it just tells me, again, we ain't all built the same.
The whole process of how they do it, I'm waiting for that to come out. I'm just telling you what they said, but I do believe in the fraud.
Yeah, you don't have any basis for that though, right?
What is he saying?
When you
can I ask a quick question?
When you got 14 daycares in one spot.
Okay, but can I ask a
can I ask
a quick question? Why is fraud wrong? Like, for example, can I one second, hit me out. Man, listen. If you live in the greatest nation in America,
I'm going to have a shot.
I did. I had a couple because I was listening to this. And I was like, oh my God, right? But like, if you live in the greatest country, arguably in the world, like that's what the Americans say. The greatest country in the world. See, look at it.
You guys don't even believe this is the greatest country.
Dan, can I? All right, you got it, bro. Like I can't even say
I'm
that.
gonna leave you with this. You want to know? Listen,
allow them to finish.
Rico, I'm gonna leave you with this, and I'm gonna drop. You know why I support fraud?
Why is that?
Because when you steal a bunch of stuff from a continent and they come to get it back, I think that's cool. I think everybody should get back everything that was stolen, whether it's people, resources, labor, time, whatever spirit you believe in, whatever souls you believe in, all of that. If it was stolen, go get it back. And if you got to lop heads off to do it, do that shit. I don't understand why it is that when black people are like, hey, you've been taking advantage of the entire diaspora for way too long and now we sick of it, all of a sudden it's a problem. But when they're doing it and they sit on gold, or like they're doing the Scrooge McDuck swim through a tower of money, you're like, yeah, that's cool. That's just something they did in their personal life. I don't know why you throwing it back for white supremacy. Like they making it rain dollar bills on you. I don't understand it. I don't get it at all. I really don't.
I don't want them to rain dollar bills on me. I make my own money.
Oh, so you'll do it for free. That's crazy work. All right, cool. On that note, love y'all. I'll chat with y'all later. I gotta go pick up my groceries, but I can't. Doing it for free. Like I told you, I don't teach for free.
Tell me what I'm doing for free first. Tell me what I'm doing.
Throwing it back.
Look, if you understand, I don't understand.
I'm just wondering. Like Liv asked
before. Be more specific, please.
Liv asked before about positions. I'm just wondering if you arch your back when you do it. That's all I'm wondering.
See,
do you arch your back when you throw it back?
I don't understand that nigga talk. That's nigga talk. I don't
look.
understand.
Hold on. I'm gonna just look, Liv. I'm gonna tell you this, and now I'm gonna really drop
and dropping it. All right, for Donald Trump. That's what you're doing. You're also pop locking and dropping it for capitalism.
Speak English, please.
For why?
I'm gonna just.
That's English. You understood it. You understood it. What's up, Jeff?
I don't understand.
I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Listen, when you say the term "arching your back" is nigga talk, that's the talk of somebody that can't get past the cheeks.
It is
Love
nigga
y'all.
talk, 'cause I don't
I'll talk with y'all
understand
later.
what you
Peace.
See,
You don't know
Jeff,
what I'm
make
from,
sure you're
nigga.
following Jeff.
don't
Make
know
sure
what
you're
I'm
following Jeff.
Love you, bro.
Sounds like Jeff is going to be doing the brunch thing this weekend. So make sure you're following Jeff and do all of the good things. This is fucking great, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
this is
what in the world?
Oh,
You know what? I thought I retired this, but I guess I hadn't retired it. All right. Why are you being a conservative? Why are you sitting in a dark corner, all right, watching Donald Trump fuck away your rights? You know what? I feel like doing that, like that alliteration for you, like painting that picture, giving you that picture, all right, so you can see it. Okay, that might help. That might help you to understand what it is that you're doing. Shout out to Oslo. All right, you're being a conservative. Okay, like what benefit has Donald Trump, all right, given to you? Okay, or like how has Donald Trump improved the material conditions of your life? Make it make sense for us all. We're listening. I promise.
By having some of the same equal values that I feel are important.
Some of the same equal values. What are those values?
I'll say one that is most recent. We have too many mental health people walking the streets. That's why homelessness is so crazy right now, but because these people have mental health issues. President Trump just signed an executive order to bring back insane asylums and mental health institutions.
Are you a Christian?
Yes, I'm a Christian.
Okay. So you do believe in Jesus Christ?
Of course.
All right, great. All right, that's wild. So the first point is that you believe in a man that was born into. All right, you got it, bro. You got it, bro. Don't worry about it. I'm not. No, I'm cool, bro. No, bro. I'm cool, bro. No, I'm cool, bro. No, I'm cool, bro. No, I'm cool, bro. Because at the end of the day, every time I tried to fucking say something, your bitch ass want to sit up here and interrupt me.
Oh shit! Live crashing.
This never happened.
Like what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
I never called your name, sir.
No, shut up. I didn't ask you to speak. I didn't ask you to speak. I did not ask you to speak.
I've been respectful.
No, you have not. I didn't ask you to speak. What is wrong with you? You're talking about people on the street with mental health, but you don't even have the emotional control to be able to have a conversation on a children's Musical.ly app. This is what I'm talking about. Like, people with your ideologies make up the minority of black people in this country. You are the worst part of us. No, I didn't ask you to speak either. I didn't ask you to speak either. You didn't want to have a conversation. You didn't want to have a dialogue. You didn't want to sit here. No, I didn't ask you to speak. You didn't want to have any of that. Why are you coming off of mute? Why are you coming off of mute? No, why are you coming off of mute?
So you can finish your point.
You're coming off of mute to interrupt me to finish my point? And you think that people should listen to what you have to say? You're sitting here in front of you're sitting here in front of over 1,000 people as a black man.
1,000 Democrats.
No, there are Trump supporters all through this live, and you're still interrupting. You don't have the intellectual capacity, the emotional regulation to even have a dialogue. You think that transgenic mice is the same as transgender people.
He did.
You don't know the difference. You don't look. You can't even stop before. What are you arguing against? What are you even arguing against? I haven't even made a claim. I was finna ask you a question, and you're coming off of mute because you don't like. Why are you here? Why are you here? What is your purpose?
To have a conversation.
But again, you can't have a conversation when you're interrupting every time someone looks to speak. You can't. You didn't do that to Jeff. And then I come off of mute and I start to ask you a question. You come off of mute and interrupt me on 9 different occasions in the span of 4 minutes. 9 different occasions in the span of 4 minutes. And you're still unmuting.
It has begun, guys. It has begun. It's on your screen.
Get to the point.
50 to kick plus a pack of cherry now-laters. All right. The cherry now-laters might be the hardest part of this all, but 50 to kick plus a pack of cherry now-laters. Links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo also have a Zelle. Everything with Erica 9, because this conversation is absolutely ridiculous. I do not understand this person. I just want them to present I'm going to use that word again, guys, a cogent argument. Yes, present a cogent argument for your support of Donald Trump. Yet here we are, and you can't do that. You keep mentioning fraud. You voted for a fraudster. Dude, you voted for a guy who made himself $1.3 billion richer in his first year of his second term. That's who you voted for. You voted for a guy, again, who is taking $10 billion from Americans and putting it into the Board of Peace. What even is the Board of Peace? Right? You're also, there's another thing. You're supporting the guy, all right, who is suing Americans for $10 billion. He's suing us for $10 billion. You know what? If he actually wins that, guess who gets to sign off on that deal, on that verdict, on that fucking settlement, whatever you want to call it? Guess who gets to sign off on it? He does. You're talking about us being $37 trillion in debt. It's actually more so like $38 trillion. Well, thank you, Donald Trump. We appreciate you, Donald Trump, especially for adding more money to our deficit in your first term than Obama did over 8 years. Be fucking for real. Donald Trump is increasingly increasing our deficit, also increasingly increasing our fucking debt. You're talking about all this fraud and saving money and shit, but Donald Trump is the one who's literally spending way too much money. Why the fuck does ICE, all right, why does ICE need a $75 billion budget? $75 billion for 1 year. And then after that, he wants to give them $42 billion a year? ICE. Nigga, we can fucking feed everyone in America. We can solve hunger in the United States of America for $25 billion.
That's socialism.
That's socialism?
Yes.
You know what? I don't normally call people this word, but I am going to do it. You're fucking dumb. You're nowhere near smart.
That's socialism.
It's not what's socialism?
You want to take the money?
Before Erica, can I ask the original question? Because I want to ask the question.
I gotta go,
I've been trying to ask this.
I know. I'm so sorry. I gotta run really quickly. Big W's in the chat too. Feisty, thank you so much, Feisty, for the $20 Venmo. I appreciate you, guys. Help my sister Erica, please. All right, take care of her with your taps, with your words of encouragement, with your shares, and then all the capitalism things too. Do those things. Thank you so much, Scotty, for holy shit, whatever that is.
So pretty.
I'm gonna go see if I can get a better batch because this is rough. Remember any don't. Oh Jesus!
I
can't keep living like this. You got to play the song in a bit. You know what? That's the problem, Erica. You didn't start with the theme song. Should have started with the theme song.
I did start with the theme song.
Oh, I missed it.
Thank you so much, Scotty.
Never mind. I'm lying. All right. Remember, if you want to donate to Erica on Cash App, you may use mine. Hector Talks with 2 R's. Make sure you say it's for Erica, and I'll send it over to her. All righty. Fuck this shit. Jesus Christ.
Crazy. He's a
Tell me how
dumbass,
that's
man.
not socialism. Tell me how that's not socialism.
No, my guy, you had to tell us that you know what socialism is, but Liv wanted to say something to you first, so therefore, Liv's going to talk now. Go ahead, Liv.
I want to know what's wrong with fraud.
Liv,
I want to know. I genuinely. I know. On site. Listen, I want to know. I'm going back to it because I've been trying to ask this for over 20 minutes, and he's done nothing but interrupt. Bro, what is wrong with fraud? Capitalism. We live in capitalism. At the end of the day, we live in capitalism. Yes, we live in capitalism. What's wrong with fraud?
The more fraud we have, the more taxes we pay.
How?
Because they're stealing the fucking money. They're creating programs to steal the money.
I'm not asking that. I'm asking, how is it that you draw that correlation? Explain it to me.
What do you mean? How is it I draw that
Thank you, Scotty, for the cake.
It's in itself. They create programs. That's why the nonprofit that's in Minnesota. That's why they created. They are frauding the government.
Okay, but if they were creating, but if they created those programs, wouldn't those programs had to be legitimized in order to receive funding?
Yes, and your
okay. So those programs. Hold on, pause.
They allowed that. They approved that.
But listen, but you would agree. But listen. States' rights, 10th Amendment. What you call fraud and transgenic mics, I argue, is a benefit to society.
I think the study of diseases and stuff like that is the benefit.
Halfway there.
Oh my God! Thank God.
But not it being funded by the government.
What's the purpose of government?
It's these goddamn mice. Sorry, I've had.
What is shots. Specifically? No, boy. No, we're halfway there.
Liv,
we're halfway there.
Liv, I have to tell him something. Liv, I have to tell him something.
Oh my God, tell him.
Scotty, I said Scotty. See, that's the tequila. That's
the
Don
real
Julio.
Conversation without me being muted.
I really wish that you could engage in a real conversation, but I do want to tell you something before we try to engage in this real conversation, because I feel like there's been a lot that has been said here, and I want to bring the temperature down. Okay, I do. So this is what I want to say. What I want to say is,
he's saying, I don't hate you.
Right.
I just hate all of the choices that you make, because those are the choices that bitch ass niggas make.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. So,
that's all. That's all. That is fucking all. That is all. Shout out to my girl Shauna. Thank you so very much, Shauna, for the 20. Shauna said my ticks are bigger than his vocabulary. Yes, Shauna, they are. I don't know how I know that, but I know that they are. Shout out to Shauna. Shout out to fucking A. Shout out to Shauna. Also, shout out to Jessica for the 5. All right. Jessica simply said for the kick fun. All right. Shout out to Jessica for the 5. All right. And major shout outs. Drop those hearts in the chat because Alexander said he had to get the fuck up out of here. Alexander actually sent 50 and said, keep it up. We shall overcome. Oh, we're trying. We shall overcome. Everybody put we shall overcome in the chat. Please. Shout out to you, Alexander. All right. That's your heart for the day right there. We shall overcome. I hope we do, Lord. I really do. I really hope we do. But my God. Liv, what the fuck was that?
My whole thing was, bro, every time I start to talk, you interrupt as if you were smarter than me. And I don't know if I was triggered by that. Yeah, I hate it. Like, if Hector interrupt me, absolutely, Hector's smarter than me. If you your juke joint, and you are way smarter than me. Jeff, absolutely. This is the smartest motherfucker I know. So I ain't got no problems with that. I understand, right? But bro, you think that transgenic is the same as transgender because it says gen in it.
Exactly.
And one is crazy. And the craziest part about it is that he believes that gen isn't one case is GEN, and in the other case is JEN. We're not on the same wavelength. I don't understand why he would say the things that he was saying.
I don't. It's like he just wasn't tracking the conversation. Okay, so here's the thing, right? And I know people are going to yell at me, and I have a few more things to read off. I really do, and I'm going to get to it. So Elroy and Chica, thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate you. The thing is that like having to pretend, all right, having to lead credence to their argument, because when you engage with someone like that, whoa, Liv, Mel sent you a future city. Holy shit, Mel, that was awesome. Show some hearts in the chat for Mel. That was friggin' awesome. Drop those. I need to see those hearts now. Drop all of the hearts. That was so cool. Okay, So here's the dealio. That was crazy. That was wicked. That was crazy. So at least when you engage in an argument with a person like that, all right, it just Jay-Z comes to mind. All right. You know, like, don't engage with an argument with a fool because people from a distance can't tell who is who. You know what I mean? And that's what it felt like. That's what it really, really felt like. It hurt me so bad. It hurt. And I was like, I can't keep living like this. I can't. I put in the comments, I can't engage with stupid. And he's purposely stupid. He's purposely stupid. So there's that. There's that. But I'm going to read off a few more and then we're going to go from there. All right. Shout out to my girl Feisty. Thank you so very much, Feisty, for the $20 and the peaches. I'll take it. Drop some hearts for Feisty, y'all. Also, drop some hearts for Mark. Hey, Mark sent 5 and said government research through DARPA created the internet and many other technologies. Holy shit, not 2 of them. Whoa. Thank you so very much, Mel, for the future city. Drop some hearts in the chat for Mel, y'all. That was awesome. Hearts. That was so cool. Thank you. But Mark is saying he's providing some good information. DARPA created the internet and many other technologies. It's not nitpicking if Rico doesn't even know what he's talking about. Exactly. That's the thing. And I learned this from Swan. It's like, how is it that you're going to say that you don't like something and you want to argue against it, but you don't even know what it is? You don't know what it is. What are you even arguing against? Because you don't know. It was fraud. How was it fraud? Well, I don't like it. Okay, just because you don't like it does not make it fraud, sir. Like, be fucking for real. Anyway, shout out to Mark, because that makes all the sense. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you, love. Shout out to Jonna. Jonna said thanks for being live today. I don't know, Jonna. I'm going through it, love. I'm going through it, but I'm here for you. And yes, I did get it earlier, and I wanted to shout you out here. But Jonna, I think you've been watching since the beginning. It's been crazy. Shout out to Jonna for sending love earlier today. I appreciate you so much. You just don't know. The people who because like a lot of my supporters, I actually talk to. I can message them and all of these good things, and some of them are even in the Discord. And so I get to know the people who like support the live, which is pretty fucking awesome. And Jonna is one of the most amazing people. So I appreciate everything that you do, Jonna. And I did get it. And I'm definitely going to respond personally tonight. So I appreciate you. Drop some hearts in the chat for Jonna, y'all. And also, thank you so much to Rhea. All right. Rhea sent $1 for the next kick fund. Thank you, Rhea. I appreciate you, love. And I'll check out your message on Discord, too. And also, shout out to Scotty. Thank you so very much, Scotty, for the $20. Scotty said, long time watcher, first time donating. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Keep doing all of the good things. You and Swan are my definitions of black girl magic. Oh, my God. To be held in the same regard as Swan, I'll fucking take it. Like, I am. Thank you. Thank you. What a fucking honor. Drop some hearts in the chat, y'all. Let's keep doing all of the good things. If you'd like to support me, support the live, the links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. And I'm also forgetting about my tubers. I can't. Thank you so much to Denise Rapp for the Sunday over there, that gift. Thank you so very much. And also, thank you. I saw it earlier and I'm going to pull it up in just a moment, so I will get to it. If I missed any super chats, I promise to get to them. But guys, keep doing all the good things. Links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle, everythingwitherica9@gmail.com. All right, and if you're over in the tube, you can send a super chat and make sure we are taking care of Liv. All right, Liv is a teacher. They have a Black History program that they're doing, that they're raising funds for. All right, so if you can support Liv, by all means, do so. Links are in his bio. All right, live to be great. Let's just do all of the good things, guys. Okay. Hi, Elroy. Are you a Trump supporter? Okay. Chica, are you a Trump supporter? And guys, everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted. Please know that. Okay. Oh, Chica, you're not. You waited so long. Okay, I give you a minute. Go ahead. What can I do? What can we do for you, love?
Oh no! I was trying to get on the last conversation just about
why you wanted to get a headache.
No, I understand there are certain things, like certain arguments I understand, right? Like, but I just don't understand being in a different reality, right? So like, of course, yes, we all want government to not spend money on craziness, right? Like, but if you start talking about research and not talk about like our massive defense budget, like it makes me question like if you really care about saving money. Like we're outspending every country in the world in defense. Like, do we really need to be doing that, right? And then if we're talking about, oh, we need small government, but then we're adding all of the board of peace, we're adding all of these extra things, then you're adding ICE. Like that's not small government.
Yes.
So like
exactly.
there are certain arguments that I'll take, but then don't agree with the things that you're arguing again, like arguing for.
But the thing is, they don't know what it is that they're actually arguing for or against. They don't understand because they're basically he was proof positive that he goes by what Donald Trump is telling them. He said it himself that he thinks that it's fraud because Trump told him it was fraud. All right. They don't have any actual knowledge on the things for the most part. I'm going to say for the most part, they don't have any knowledge. It's rare that you will come across one who does understand what it is. All right. That they're talking about, and they can speak from it, basically from like a level of novice. Right. But these people aren't even working on that level. All right. This is something like worse than beginner level. Is like whatever. I think it starts with an R, but I'm not supposed to say that word, so I won't say it. But no, it's not that word. No, not that word, guys. This word does not have a D in it at all. Okay, I just want to let you all know that. No, it has no D as in Delta at all. But they don't have a foundational understanding of what it is that they actually are for and against. They're only going by what a man told them to believe, and that is, to me, that's scary. They're in a cult. It's a cult.
Very, yes.
So there's that. But Chica, thank you so very much for coming up, love. I do appreciate you. Keep doing all the good things.
Thanks for the space. Yeah, thanks for the space and conversation.
Of course, love. You have a great night.
You too.
Awesome. Drop some hearts in the chat for Chica, y'all. All right, awesome. Hi, Elroy. I sent you a request to unmute, love. And I'm not sure if you meant to be here or not. Elroy. Meet George Jefferson. Is it Jefferson? I said Jefferson.
Oh, I didn't mean to come up, but I'm Jamaican, and I said we have words for guys like that. We call them batty boy.
Oh, no, we don't do batty boy. I know a batty boy. We don't do batty boy. No. We can't do batty boy. All right, but
when y'all do it, man, but truly, listen, when y'all do it up here, do up for y'all, when y'all do it here.
All right. Thank you, Elroy. I hope you have a great night, love. Okay. All right. Liv, what you say to him in patois? I don't. Just text me, guys.
I said I can say it. I said we don't do that here.
Okay.
We do it at home. We do it up at yard.
Okay, up at the yard. Okay. Good God. Whoa. Good googly moogly. Like, what is happening? I've been live for 2 hours and 23 minutes, which is very surprising. I swear this has been the fastest 2 hours of my friggin' life. What is happening? All right. Trump supporters, go ahead and request up. All right. I'm going to give it a try. All right. I swear, if y'all don't get in the box, I'm going to start telling dad jokes. All right. I'm going to start like taking a patois lesson because I'm going to be like, what gone? I don't know how to say that. I'm be like, bumba clock. Ain't that how you say it, Liz?
Wah.
Wah.
Say wah.
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 Guan.
Guan. Wagwan.
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 Wagwan. Hey.
I did it? Oh my God, I did it. Yay.
You did it. You said wagwan.
Wagwan. Okay. All right. I'm going to keep practicing.
Say bumba.
Bumba. Okay.
Clock.
It's like this. Clock. Bumba clock.
Bumba. No. Bumba. You gotta pronunciate the B's. Bumba. Clot. Because it's the consonants. Yeah, now you gotta put some bass. No. You gotta have some bass. Your bumba clot. You gotta put some bass in it.
Some bass in it?
Put some bass in that shit. Yeah.
Bumba clot.
Oh shit! That's it. Hey, ones in the chat. If you thought Erica for 2 seconds was from Jamaica. Put ones in the chat. Ones in the chat. And for like 2 seconds, you thought Erica was from Jamaica.
Oh my
I
gosh.
swear to God.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun.
Look,
Oh my
see?
God.
Look.
Look at all the
Look.
ones. Oh
I
my
told
God.
you.
Can you believe in me? Oh my gosh. God, what in the world? What are we doing? What are we doing here? It's crazy. Okay. Over on the tube, I need you all to do me a favor. All right. If you haven't liked the stream, let's make sure we're liking the stream and let's get the likes up to 200 likes over on the tube. All right. If you're over on the Twitch, make sure that you're liking the stream. I did learn about 30 minutes ago that I'm not streaming to Facebook like I thought I was because that shit's difficult. So whatever. All right. But I'm 2 shots in. I want to talk to Trump supporters. All right. I'm giving this a few more minutes to see what it do. And if it don't do what it's supposed to do, I know what I'm going to do. All right, let me take this pack of cherry now laters off of the screen there. There we go. Okay, there we go. A bumba clock.
Nope. You said too fast.
Bumba clock.
Too fast.
Bumba clock?
No, that was a question.
No, it was a question. Okay, bumba clock.
No, too fast.
Bumba. How you say it slow, Liv?
Ya bumba clot.
Ya bumba clot.
What do I say? Where?
Where?
De. Ras. Uno.
What are we doing?
Una. A talk about.
What am I saying? A talk about.
What do I talk about? Means what the F is wrong with you?
Oh. Okay.
What do I talk about?
Okay.
What do I talk about?
Bumba clot.
Nope. You sound like you from Valley Heights.
I know, right? Good God. That Gerald Matthews person was in the request. I'm bringing them up, but okay, they finally loaded. Okay, Gerald, you are a Trump supporter, correct? Gerald, going once. Send your request to unmute, Gerald. Do. Okay. All right. Anywho, as I was saying, I'm still going to keep practicing my patois. All right. Oh, Gerald, there you go. You're off mute. You are a Trump supporter, correct? No, you're not glitching.
We do hear you, Gerald. Yeah, but hey, can I say this really quick, Gerald, before you start? I just want to say big W's to Blue Canary for the donation to the Flower Fund. Hey, I appreciate you so much. I just saw it. I appreciate you. Go ahead, Gerald.
What's wrong with these people mics tonight? Bumba clock. Sorry, it's just in my head now.
Glitching there.
You want to exit and come back?
I think it is, yeah.
This is fun.
I don't think we can't even hear each other.
We can hear him though.
I know her live been glitching for a while though. Let me see for
that. Okay. Moving on. All right, moving on. Anywho. So, Liv. You mean cashews. Cashews. I have to eat cashews. Keep my blood sugar up. Oh, shit. I gotta feed Bubba. He ate before the live, but I have to feed him dinner. What to eat for dinner? Liv, what did you have for dinner? Is the live glitching? Can you guys hear me? Pizza? I don't want pizza. Pizza's salty. I don't like salty foods. Can we go ahead and knock out the stars? I think I'm going to go do something. That's what I'm going to go do. Now, Liv's not talking, guys. KFC. Ew. The last time I had KFC is because Bubba was like on a KFC kick, right? It was absolutely ridiculous. I was like, KFC is disgusting. Sorry, I'm not trying to yuck your yum or anything of that nature. But here's the dealio. Liv's not talking, guys. Liv's on mute. So here's the thing. I went to KFC. I ordered the KFC. It was fucking nasty. I was right. KFC is disgusting. I didn't tell no lies. And I was like, you know what? Maybe because it was later at night. That's why it was gross. Let's try it again during midday. Because Bubba wanted to try it again. I said, okay, try it again. It's fucking gross. It's disgusting. Absolutely nasty. Just gross. Yes, I tell you, Royal Farms, I don't know if you on the East Coast and you know, like Maryland, Virginia, that area, you know, right? Royal Farms has the best chicken. Better than Popeyes, better than any of that jazz. It's Royal Farms. So there's that. All right? Is that. Okay? What I think is about to happen, guys, before we lose too many people, because I know I've seen my friends in the chat. I see Shauna. I see Malcolm. All right? I see y'all. I see you too. And I promise, I love you both. All right? But I think I'm just going to go say hi to Hector. I'm not even going to hit a restart. I'm just going to go hang out with Hector. And hopefully, Shauna, you're in the request again, love. Shauna's like, what, I am? I am in the request? But I am just going to hang a Hector raid. Wait, what do you mean? Is he already ended? I'm confused. I'm so confused. We're going to go say hi to Hector. I figured it was Shauna. Yeah, Hector is live. I know. So, like, we can go say hi to Hector. Hector? Okay,
Hello?
great, Hector.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, Livingston.
Oh God. Oh God.
What happened? Where were you? Where were you,
You asked me a question and I was like, I was really I was appalled. I was flabbergasted. Because it's Friday. And you know what I eat on Fridays.
Did you eat oxtails?
And yes, I have oxtails to eat for dinner tonight.
I know.
Yes.
I want oxtails.
That's what I mean. I talk about how many I talk about. You know what I mean? I say.
A bumba clock.
No.
Fucking A, man.
No.
Come on.
Listen. Hold on. We got to get this down pat.
Okay.
Now, I want you to relax the shoulders. Okay?
You can tell there's little tits.
Mm-hmm. It was a little tense, okay? Relax yourself, okay? We're going to woosah to get it out there. Now, imagine belly, right? You a whole big rude bad man. Real rude bad. You're a road man. Nah, say okay. You're a road man. You know, you are the real bomba. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now let the voice go, let the shoulders back. Yeah. Okay? Puff that chest out. Yeah. You hear it? You feel confident?
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now.
They said more in the throat area. Made me feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Say bomba clot.
Bomba clot.
Oh, that's the one. That's it right there. Listen. Like that is not. You know how like okay. You know back like in the movies like people be shooting from the streets in the drive-bys and be like pew 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 right? Yes. Nah, bomba clot is where you get up close and personal with somebody. You get up into the phone.
Bomba clot.
Yeah, bomba clot. But how about try this one? Try this one. Mm-hmm. Your Ross clot.
Your Ross clot.
Oh, that right there, your Ross clot. Yeah. Now say me I did real road man straight out of Babylon. Okay, I'll break it down slow.
Way too many words.
Okay. say me.
Me.
I did. Real. Roadman. Outer. Babylon. That right there. So that ain't right there. I mean, swear to God. Swear to God. Sweater
Sweater
jaw.
jaw is jaw.
Sweater jaw. Sweater jaw.
I'm not trying to make fun. I really feel like I'm saying sweater jaw. Don't ask.
Sweater jaw.
Sweater jaw. I know who jaw is. Like that.
Jaw.
Cashew on my lip and shit. I'm ready to go. Ready to go. What are we doing? All right, this was a lot. Like, what was this live tonight, guys? This shit was crazy work.
Can we get me up to 10K so I can feel like somebody?
Oh yes, I didn't see that. Thank you, Liv. Guys, show Liv love. Run Liv up now, please. I beg.
Ooh,
I beg.
can I show him the things?
Show him the things, Liv. Show him the things. I don't mind. You always can show him the things.
First of all, I found out about this place, Erica, and you would love it. Oh my gosh, thank you guys for getting me over 10K
Liv?
so quickly. Okay, so I found this new restaurant. Well, it's like a chocolate place, right?
Ooh.
And they pair chocolate with wine and tequila and cognac.
Ooh.
And I went there, and look, it's delicious, and cheese, and like assorted meats. Yes, delicioso.
They have the meats.
It are real nice. So when Jamaicans say real nice, that nice. Nice. That means that like it's fabuloso. It's delicioso. Nice. Like it's tenderism is what we're saying.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, when we say real nice, say real nice, Erica. Real nice.
Real nice.
Real nice. Yeah.
Real nice. I don't know what I'm doing. Real nice. Real nice. All right. I've had 2 shots of Don Julio. I don't know what the hell this live was today. I did say I wanted to be done by 7, so look at God. There's that. Oh, let's show this off right here. Expiring. There we go.
Yeah, this is one of my latest. Y'all go to thelastcookout.com. It's 400 people in here. I can get 5 people to go in and grab the city. Our legacy was written in blood. Our future is written in greatness. Erica, you need this.
I'll take it. I like that color too.
Yeah, this is you. This is you. What's your favorite color, by the way? I don't know that. I did know that.
Yeah, like an emerald green, so like a darker green. Favorite color in the whole wide world.
Bugsy says, tendernism, Liv. It's tendernism. This hoodie is tendernism. It's going to caress your body. Yeah. And you know what else will caress your body? Y'all want to know what else?
Liv,
and I'm not going to take it there.
Liv, I had 2 shots of tequila.
I'm not going to take it there. But I do want y'all to know what's... Oh, shit. But also...
Okay.
But also, what to caress your body.
What else?
If you went to, or if anybody would go to, the Erica Effect. Because first of all, that shit is catchy.
It is
the
catchy.
EricaEffect.com. Una guana by the Erica Effect. I can't do an patois right now. I'm a couple of shots of Hennessy up right now.
Right?
I don't know. Yeah, it's a little bit, it's hard. But
it's hard.
I do want y'all to go because I'm about to go, as soon as it's live, I'm about to go there. Okay? And I'm going to get a Do All of the Good Things hoodie.
Do all
okay?
the good things.
And I would love, as Erica closes out this live, right, to be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, like 10 times. Because like 10 people went and got their Erica Effect hoodie from the EricaEffect.com. Do all of the good things, people. And if like 1 or 2 of y'all came over to the last cookout, that's cool too. But this Erica juke joint, and we support Black women. Because y'all see what they doing to white people? What y'all think they gonna do to us, Nick? Never mind. You know what? You know what? Nope. Nah, you gonna nope. You know what, Erica? Nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. No.
Okay.
But Erica, as always, you already know what it is. We finna. Yep, and you already know we finna get out here and do some hood rat things out in these TikTok streets.
Yes.
Because you done had 2 shots of Don Julio, and I'm up on here, and the greenery is over here and in effect.
Ooh, oh shit, we about to get some.
We might go
to
Rogers Live. We might go to Rogers Live.
Oh, okay.
I might
you
be
know
on
what?
that.
You know when I see you, I'm just like, I'm gonna go in, I'm like, give you the eye, and then it's like you be like, join. I'm gonna be like, okay, and I'm gonna be in some shit. I'm just gonna be in some shit. So there's that. It's either when you or Peaches texting me, y'all want to go over here?
It's Friday night. You know how we do.
Why not? Why not? But yeah.
I love you, sis.
I appreciate you. Love you more. Thank you. Make sure y'all take care of Liv. Thank you, Liv. You are the absolute best, guys. Okay, I was gonna say let's take care of the stars before we head out of here, but you know what? I can't find the part of me that actually wants to even say that. So with that being said, go say hi to my friend. All right, go say hi to Hector. All right, Hector is live. So let's go say hi to Hector. Okay, Hector talks with 2 R's. 2 R's, I said, 2 R's. Go say hi to my friend Hector, okay? Go do that. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss anything while we were here. Lauren, your shirt is being delivered between February 23rd to 24th per Printful. So there's that. All right, 23rd through the 24th. I do believe that anyone who had an individual order placed outside of the website, you were given your estimated delivery date. So please do refer to any messages between us. So any correspondence, because I am really transparent and about my shit. Okay, yours is between February 23rd through the 24th. So with that being said, let me check something here. All right, but we are going to go say hi to Hector. Drop like bald man in the chat. He really loves that. He loves being called bald. So do that. All right, and let me see here. Melvin, why do I always miss yours? I'm so mad at myself. Melvin gonna get mad at me, y'all. All right, you gonna get mad at me. Let me see. Make sure. Yes, Melvin sent a $2. Okay, so it's only one. So Melvin sent a $2 super chat that said, "This house is willfully ignorant and a disgrace." Exactly. That dude was a lot of friggin' work, yo. A lot of friggin' work. So very much work. Miss Bugs, please refer to our correspondence so that way, Auntie, refer to our text messages, all right, so you can see your date, because I know that I gave it to you. So refer there, and that's still your estimated date. I promise. All right, I'm not shipping these out myself. These come from Printful. So I'm not shipping them out myself. I promise. That's not happening. If I was shipping these out myself, you can expect them shits in next year. But no, it's going through Printful. Okay, Printful is a legit website. All right, my site itself is ran through Squarespace, which everyone is aware of because you probably have tapped your card with someone with them before. So my site is ran through Squarespace, and Printful is the one who ships it off. So there's that. And it's an Erica effect, and the code MOMSHIP, MOMSHIP, is still available. All right, it's still available if you want free shipping on your order. So there's that. But with that being said, guys, thank you to everyone who came by tonight. What a fucking live. This was an absolutely ridiculous time. Whoa. Absolutely whoa. That's all I got. I got nothing else, but what the fuck? What are we doing here? Okay. But what a ridiculous evening we had today. But I do want to thank you all so very much for just doing all of the good things. Thank you to everyone who tapped the screen, who shared the live, who reposted, who sent a gift, who sent a donation, who just simply did all of the good things, guys, who did all of the good things. I appreciate each and every last one of you for everything. Thank you to my tubers. Thank you to the Twitchers. You guys keep being awesome. Go say hi to Hector. Hector talks with 2 R's. All right. I am sporting Hector merch tonight. All right. Tomorrow it'll likely be Liz. I like to support my friends. When I like their stuff, I wear it. So here we are. All right. This is the Kamala would never V-neck, and this is the Kamala would never black hat. All right. The vintage black. All right. Support Hector. Okay, guys. Hector talks with 2 R's. Do that. Okay. Also the tube. That's where I'm actually going to be sending you all. So let's go over to Hector's like we did last night. All right, and TikTok, you go over there, and I leave you all with this, as I always do. All right, if you can't do something kind for yourselves, please do something kind for someone else. All right, just keep it going. All right, pay it forward. And again, 2 shots, guys, 2 shots. I just want to let you know that 2 shots in the air. I wish Lil was here to hear that. I think I did a really good job on that one. I don't care what anyone says. That was a good job. Okay. Anywho, go say hi to Hector. All right. Drop bald man in the chat. Drop bald man in the chat and do all of the good things, guys. All of the good things.